The Euros are finally here, and if you're anything like us, you cannot wait to watch all of the top international teams in Europe battle it out. But here's the thing, you might not be in the UK, you may be on holiday, you may live outside the UK, and if you want to watch the Euros, you're going to need Surfshark, because they are a VPN that allows you to access all of your UK content wherever you are in the world. And this is the great thing with Surfshark, they bring you content that you would otherwise not be able to get. And Surfshark provides you with access to servers in numerous different countries, which means wherever you are, you can watch the coverage. And also, even if you want to, you can watch the German coverage from England. You can do whatever you want because Surfshark allows you to be wherever you want in the world. And the thing is, obviously, it's literally perfect for the Euros, but it's not just the football and it's not just the Euros. If you want to watch Netflix, if you want to watch Amazon Prime or any of those content providers, Surfshark will help you do that. Simply change to a different location and you can watch all of the stuff that you're used to watching. There's nothing worse than you're halfway through a series and you go away and you can't watch the rest of it because you're not in the UK anymore. I've been watching The Three Body Problem, which is actually exceptional, by the way, and we went away and we couldn't watch it until Surfshark happened. And it's not just access to your normal content that you otherwise wouldn't be able to get, but sometimes Netflix in America, Netflix in Brazil, Netflix wherever has different stuff and you can access all of it with Surfshark. They also encrypt your data, which means if you're out and about, if you're using maybe a public Wi-Fi where the security is not quite as good, you know that Surfshark have got you covered. And by connecting to Surfshark's optimized servers, that reduces latency, it reduces lag, which means you aren't going to be waiting ages and ages to find out if that last minute goal has gone in. Surfshark will be right up to the moment. Overall, Surfshark VPN offers football fans flexibility, security, and accessibility wherever you are in the world. And it's not just that, but you also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. And using our code Paddock, that is PADDOCK, you also get 4 months extra free. Go and check out Surfshark. Absolutely crucial at the best of times, and especially when the Euros is on. They are an essential part of your Euros watching experience.
Jay here for Stretford, Paddock, and this is the England watch-along. Well, I say it's the England watch-along. It's more or less the Colby Mainoo watch-along, but we can pretend it's the England watch-along if you want. It's the Euro semi-final, England versus Netherlands, and we've got some big guns out today. We've got David Scott. How are we doing, Scott?
I'm good, man. Yeah.
Do you have a dog in the fight now?
Yeah, I'm going for Mainoo.
Mainoo, you said?
And maybe if Xerxes and Delict come on, then
if Xerxes and Delict come on, you're torn because that's kind of like two United.
It's a win-win then, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Do you know what I mean?
But Mainoo's from down the road.
Oh yeah. That's your neck of the woods, isn't it?
Yeah, well, South Manchester.
South Manchester,
you know.
Yeah, fair play to him. Also joining as well is Nathan Ellington, the penalty master himself. How are we doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
Do you think Ivan Toney was listening to you last time? He followed you.
He was, you know.
Followed your tips, didn't he? Don't look at the ball doesn't move. Look at the keeper. Everyone was chatting about that. It was good to see.
So funny.
Also as well, we've got Ethan James with us. Ethan, you okay?
Hello, Jay. Delighted to be back on again.
Yeah, you said that with all the enthusiasm of a death rowing, mate. I wanted to ask you a little bit before we get onto the England versus the Netherlands stuff. What's going on at Newcastle here? There's been some big changes. Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, seemingly the ownership left. Well,
left?
Well, not the proper one. The guys who were the face of it.
So Amanda Staveley, is it?
And Merdad Kadusi, her husband, have left.
Okay.
Who are very popular figures at Newcastle. They've been the face of the whole operation, done a lot of community stuff. So it's a bit of a surprise and quite sad because I quite like them, and they put a face on the whole thing, a nice friendly face.
A nice friendly face.
She's got a bit of a sinister look, hasn't she?
Yeah, but when you're doing some severe sports washing, you need a bit of, sorry. I mean, when you've got a new owner, you need someone to be the front of it, and that's what she did. Yeah. Yes, fair play. Thanks for keeping us in the loop on that one. We've got the team news out, and there's no surprises really, is there? Konza, who came in for Matt Gay, he has gone back out, and Matt Gay's come back in. No Luke Shaw, Nave.
Yeah.
With me and you were chatting earlier. He played, was it 40 odd minutes the other day, 12 minutes in normal time, then extra time. Are you surprised he's not starting tonight, or do you think this is the right call if he's not 100%?
To be fair, if he's only played about 45 minutes we worked out last game,
yeah.
Then if he's going to start, he's probably going to be only worth around 45 minutes.
Okay.
So better off bringing him on. So then, if we do get to the final, then he can at least start that game and play maybe 60, 70 minutes. And then you're not really killing him off, where when you come back from injury, from that long as well, if you try and play too long, when you get fatigued, that's when you get injured very quickly. So it's important not to get him injured and have him safe and sound for when he comes back for Man United.
Yeah, obviously from a United point of view, you want to see him fully fit, and it is a bit crazy the fact that the kid's played. I think his last 90 minutes was in February, and he could end up starting. The European Championships final. Talking earlier about Kobbie Mainoo from down the road from you. I think I just saw it on Twitter, so it must be true. At 19 years and 82 days old, Kobbie Mainoo is the youngest ever player to play in the semi-finals of a major tournament for England.
Wow.
I mean, he's had a 7 or 8 months on it.
He really has. I mean, starters you mean to go on.
Yeah.
You know.
That's it, yeah.
Isn't it? Over the first record.
I hope it's a lot better for him as an England player than it has been for many years, because I think was it Gary Neville? I think he played in Euro '96, got to the semis, and that was the only time he ever got to the semi-finals. But hopefully Mainoo will play in a lot more semi-finals and a lot more finals for Manchester United as well. He's been phenomenal, hasn't he, Mainoo? I just run out of good things to say about him because he's just that guy, isn't he?
Yeah, and he's not flashy with it as well. And you see some of the, even though it's an England team, you see fans of other clubs trying to downplay how imperative he's become in this England team, because he goes about his business quietly. You know, it's always very simple. But if you look at the sort of space that he operates in and how quick his feet is, and he's always looking for that forward pass, and that's great for England when they need to sort of drive and press, don't they? I've also been like his runs into the box. He had a couple of chances the other day. I mean, the lad's got it all, and you hate saying the phrase generational talent, but I just don't think we've been this excited about looking at it from an English perspective since the likes of Rooney and before that Michael Owen, in terms of, and people can talk about Bellingham, but I think there's more to Mainoo's game overall, and he's still got more to develop than Bellingham. So Bellingham will learn a lot from playing alongside Mainoo this tournament.
Yeah, Nate, me and you were talking about him the other day, and we talked about how maturity, the level of maturity he's got. He just looked like he's been playing for both Manchester United and for England for 10 years.
It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. So the good thing is that he's press resistant. That's what we've needed at United, and we need many more players on the pitch to be press resistant, to be good. But for him to come in at that young age and play like he's been playing for like 10 years already, it just shows that, like, as a midfielder, everything you need to be good, to play it simple when it needs to be played simple, to get out of trouble when you need to get out of trouble, he does everything at the right time, and that's why I like him. Some games he's quiet, but he's just doing his thing, like you said, he's quietly going about his business. Then all of a sudden it opens up for a chance for him to get a goal, and he'll just do what needs to be done. Like, so a chance to play a through ball, he'll just do what needs to be done. So I'm just loving his decision making, and everything's at the highest level of efficiency.
Yeah, it really is. You can see the England team there. You got Pickford, Trippier, Stones, Gay, Walker as your back five. Kobbie Mainoo, Declan Rice, Phil Foden, Jude Bellingham, Bukayo Saka, and Harry Kane. I mean, it's a strong 11. We'll get into the Dutch team in a minute. What do you make of that 11 as a team? Do you look at that? Do you think that's a team capable of winning Euros, or do you think that?
No. So for me, the way I look at it as on paper that's a team capable of beating anyone.
Yeah.
But it's not. Football isn't on paper.
No.
Football has to be balanced football. You have to have loads of strings to your bow. I think we need to have ability to get in beyond from both sides. And with that side, you basically chickened out there by not dropping one of, let's say, Mainoo or Foden for an actual winger that's going to take players on. I think if we have that player in there, then we're going to look better. But I can see why Southgate has decided to start with them, because they're the guys who are the first names on the team sheet. But again, if you want to be a top manager, you have to make them decisions where you drop one and the other one comes on after 50, 60 minutes. You know, even if Mainoo has to start on a bench and you start Foden in the hole and Bellingham and Rice start in there, that's more balanced. Then you have like your left-sided players in Palmer, or you got Eze coming on for Palmer or something like that. You keep Saka on the right, and that's when we'll start to really hurt teams. But at the moment, everyone, all they have to think about, okay, let's just double up on Saka. Foden's not going to run at me and take me on. He loves to pass and move. So we don't have to do anything more than that. And then if we concede a goal, he'll then change it, and then they're struggling and they'll be open. And that's when we probably have more chances to score.
It's a good point about Phil Foden. for Manchester City, we said this on the last watch along, and I've said it a few times. Manchester City, I mean, he's almost unplayable. He really is. Yeah, for England, he's not really done it, has he?
No, and I think a lot of it's down to the way that Southgate's set up. And as much as Foden's a Man City fan, and I don't want to have any sympathy with him, but he's playing in an England shirt. I just find the sort of space is very congested with Kane dropping back so deep. Bellingham likes to push forward. Foden likes to come into the middle. It's like you are having them three players that should be having impact at different parts of the pitch, right? But you've put them all there, and it's so easy to defend against as an opponent because you know they're all there, and it gets very confused. I wonder if there's an issue with the loyalty of Gareth Southgate, because we've mentioned this before. I mean, up to this tournament, he had his structure, his foundation with the likes of Maguire and stuff, but why won't he drop Phil Foden? He's not had a great tournament. What is the rationale behind it? It's evident when we're talking and looking at that sort of triangle there that's getting congested. Just try something different. I don't understand the reason behind him not dropping him.
He'll get backlash, won't he?
Do you think that's what it is?
Yeah, because
I think so.
I think he's covering all bases. So right now, look, if he plays that team, nobody can say, why did you not play this player? And then, if he concedes a goal and puts on them players, and then they lose, you say, you know what, I did change it. That's what he did. He changed it right at the end. And then it kind of like, if you lose, it's like, I'm not going to get much backlash. Yeah. And that's what he's playing for.
Eve, what do you make of the 11 and the fact that Anthony Gordon, he's not really had a look in, has he? A player that you've spoken about quite a lot, because obviously you're watching for Newcastle.
Yeah, well, we spoke a lot recently, Jay, on the previous couple of watch-alongs that we've done, that England is struggling to get in behind and stretch the pitch. There's been a lot of problems, and we've heard it on the BBC was saying that there's too many number 10s that's filling up the same spaces. I think you said the other day quite nicely, you could throw a blanket over them and you could capture Foden and Bellingham alike in the same blanket. They need to get in behind a little bit more. They need to stretch opposition and get the balls in the box for a striker who needs to be in the box. Harry Kane needs to get in there. So when we were trying 4-3-3, I really wanted to see like a Gordon on there, or maybe a Bowen, just to get in behind a little bit better. But with this formation that we tried the other day against Switzerland, I did think we looked stronger, to be honest, Jay. I thought we kept the ball better, we pressed better. There was still that struggle to make chances, but I thought it was an improvement on the Slovakia game, which would have been difficult to be worse anyway, but it was an improvement. So I'm happy if this is what we're sticking with. If we're staying with this shape, if we've got it right, I might change this lineup graphic here actually, because I think I've got it more of a bit of a 4-3-3 here. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, get into some of the comments. Keep the comments coming and hit that like button as well. Amrit Singh says, yo brothers, it's my son's birthday today and he's 8. His name is Sanveer. He's a big fan. Can you wish him a happy birthday, please? You will make his day. Happy birthday to Sanveer. If we can all have the wine, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Sanveer.
Have a nice day.
Ethan, yeah, thank you. Everyone, hopefully England can give him, I presume he's an England fan, give him a birthday present. My lad was supporting France last night. Yeah,
Mbappe.
He's obsessed with Mbappe, right? He just is. So he's fully like he's a France fan.
Yeah.
So he was getting behind him. He was gutted when they got knocked out last night. I wasn't, bothered, but I was a bit sad for him. But yeah, some kids don't have that
affiliation to
the country.
do
you know what I mean? Like, I think it's a little bit different now than it was when I was a kid. When I was a kid, you didn't see a lot of international football. Like, you saw a lot of England games because obviously it was on the telly and that, but you weren't seeing, like, and obviously the Champions League, I'm sure my age wasn't a thing, so you didn't see all these international players as well. Do you know what I mean?
They were almost like mythical creatures, weren't they?
Yeah.
I've heard about this Brazilian that's playing in La Liga. His name's Ronald Julio or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, I've heard
you could make players up and know the difference because it wasn't.
I used to do that in school all the time.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
United signed this Bolivian.
Yeah. I said I was going to get into the Dutch team. I've not even mentioned it yet. Sorry, forgive me.
Yeah, they're looking quite strong.
They are. You've got Bart Verbruggen in goal. You've got Denzel Dumfries. This feels like every single player United have done over the last 10 years, over the last 2 years, doesn't it? We were linked with Verbruggen. We were linked with Denzel Dumfries. Stefan de Vrij. We haven't been linked with him, to be fair. Virgil van Dijk, Nathan Ake. We were linked with him a few years ago, if you remember. Jurdy Scuton, Xavi Simons, Tijani Reinders, Daniel Marlin. Memphis Depay obviously played for us. Cody Gakpo were linked with him before he went to the Scousers. Yep. And on the bench, we're currently linked with at least 2 of these players. You've got Bilo, you've got Bilo, Flecken, Gertruda, De Ligt, could be a Manchester United player any day now, according to the latest reports. We had Florian Plettenberg on the channel before talking about that. Frimpong, heavily, like you said, heavily linked with him for a little while. I don't think it's going to happen this summer, but a very, very good player. Van der Ven is obviously at Spurs. Daley Blind still doing bits, eh? Martson, Wijnaldum, Verman, Gravenberch. There was a little bit of a link there not long ago. Wout Weghorst, the Carabao Cup winning maestro himself, Bergwijn, Brobbey and Xerxes as well. We're linked with Brobbey, to be fair, and Xerxes obviously again looks like he could be heading to Old Trafford. Now, if you were saying something a minute ago, you was like, Xerxes, don't get in the Dutch team. You said it about the Litz as well, didn't you? Don't get in the Dutch team. Does it bother you when you hear like United are linked with these players and they don't get a look in for the country? Because I understand that sort of worry, but my thoughts on it, it's just Ronald Koeman's opinion. It doesn't mean, there was a time when Lisandro Martinez wasn't getting in the Argentina team and Nicolas Otamendi was. Do you know what I mean?
It doesn't bother me because you only need to look at the beginning of this tournament, and if England's starting 11 was representative of the talent that was on the bench, Kobbie Mainoo wouldn't be worth playing at United, and we all know he is. So I don't think it's a true indication of their ability. And Koeman can be a little bit of he's got an air of moodiness about him.
I don't want to, disparage the whole country, but the Dutch have a bit of an edge sometimes, don't they? They've always had a little bit of an edge, do you know what I mean? And I think he's got that.
You can't stereotype.
I know, I can't stereotype. Some Dutch people that I know.
They brought the world tulips.
Yeah, I'm not knocking him. But Louis van Gaal had a bit of an edge, shall we say. Even some of the players have had that little bit of an edge. And maybe he's like that. Look, whatever he's doing, I think he's had some criticism. But similar to England, they've not been setting the world alight, but they've got the job done.
I think, and I was going to put this out on Twitter, that England versus Holland is Spurs versus Spurs on an international stage, because these are two teams that have been almost won for God knows how long. Holland haven't won anything since '92. Netherlands. When did they win? Did they win the Euro Championship? 88. England haven't won anything since '66. But over the years, they've had so much great talent in their 11. I can't imagine two teams that have not won anything despite what they've had.
Yeah, it's a good point, really. I think the Dutch have come close quite a few times, and they've been to a few finals.
It was the final, didn't they?
They got to. Was it against?
Wait a minute, was Robin there? I remember Robin.
2010.
Right? Yeah, Spain.
2010.
That was when De Jong went.
Should have got sent off for that stamp. Was it Clattenburg? It was not Clattenburg. It was Howard Webb was the ref, wasn't he? Yeah, and he should have sent him off for that stamp on Alonso, but he didn't.
De Jong's kung fu kick.
Yeah, no, it was a stamp. Sorry, it was like
sorry.
A kick. Yeah, kicking his chest, wasn't it? I think he said he didn't want to send him off because it was the World Cup final, but that's not how it works. Like, if it's a foul, it's a foul. If it's a red card, it's a red card. You don't just get a pass because it's a World Cup final. So remember, was it in 1990 when about 2 of the Argentinians got sent off because they just started fighting? The Reds went. So yeah, no, it's a good point, man. You don't really, you look at the talent the Dutch have had, but the weird thing is, they've had all this talent. They've got to finals, never won anything. But the country itself is only tiny, innit? Compared to a lot of other countries in terms of population. I think I'd have to double check, but it's not a big country. Can you produce even have a look?
What the size that is?
Yeah,
I wonder if it's a similar to. Is it bigger than England though?
No. It's a lot.
17.7 million.
17. Yeah,
and they got that many good players.
That's what I mean.
So it's a small out of the country.
Yeah,
I was going to make a reference to that, but I don't know how it'll go down.
It's a minefield, isn't it?
Yeah.
Chaos says 3 finals lost. Graham Hill says Spain. Yep, that was the final. Machiel says I was 12 in 2010. Absolutely gutted. Yeah, someone else. Hyde Hill says 70 million. Nathan says 70 million. Nomad Joe says I think about 18 million. I think your food in it. If you got to go and get your food, make sure you come back. Jed's Dead Baby says, is Zidane's red card the greatest red card ever? That was a good point. That was a World Cup final red card, wasn't it? I think that might be the greatest red card ever.
Yeah?
The headbutt.
What, in international football?
If you're going to get sent off, you may as well get sent off in a World Cup final for headbutting someone's chest.
I think so. But I also, what was Cantona's then?
The thing with Cantona, he'd already got sent off when he decided to tackle racism.
Keane on Haaland.
Yeah.
That was a better tackle. That was a worse tackle.
It was, but I think like United versus City, I know it's a derby, but it weren't like that was City of old, it weren't that good.
The issue I've always had with Zidane's headbutt is for a player that has got such amazing technique. Why are you not landing it on his head?
I like that.
What, you're not a ram? What are them? Are the days that come
It's
together?
kind of like he's revolutionised. He didn't just revolutionise the game. He revolutionised the headbutting game.
I wouldn't mind if it was small.
Who headbutts chest? No one does that.
That's the point.
Do you do that?
I have to do that.
You have to do that. Eve, do you have to do this? I can imagine you two having to headbutt people.
Scotty lock horns when we do that. We're the same height. We're
have you ever headbutted anyone, Ethan?
No. Have you ever had a fight, Eve?
I can't recall anything in particular. I remember one kid at school had really bad skin, was taking the piss out of me for it, and I gave him a little punch in the stomach. That's the only time I've ever lost my head with someone who did that.
What was this, when you was in year 11 and he was year 7 sort of thing?
Oh, no. I wasn't battering kids, Jay. But yeah, it was. I had a very horrible. I had like a spot.
Oh, that's a bit mean, isn't it?
It was horrible. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not into that. Well, he got his comeuppance with a good hiding from Mr. James.
He deserved it.
The showing footage here of Graham Taylor when we didn't qualify for the World Cup in 1994 because David Platt went through on goal and he was fouled by Ronald Koeman, and he should have had it should have been a red card. And it wasn't, and then Ronald Koeman stayed on the pitch and then did this, which was watching. Sorry, I'll tell you what it is because you can't see it. He scored a free kick 10 minutes later, I think it was. This was a qualifier. Holland ended up going through. England didn't go to the World Cup in USA '94. What David Seaman was doing there, I'll never know. So yeah, it was a really frustrating game, that, because it was there for the taking. I think this is Dennis Bergkamp getting the second. Yeah, you're going to eat. You're going to eat. Nathan Ellington will be with us shortly. He's just having a little bit of a munch. Get involved in the chat and the comments. Give us your predictions. Let us know what you think. What do you think of the Dutch side? What do you think of the England side? Who do you think is going to be the key player for England today? Is it time that someone like Phil Foden stepped up, or do we turn to the sort of the trusted ones of? I say the trusted ones, but Bellingham's popped up in this tournament. Do you think he could be key today?
Maybe. I think if that dynamic between Bellingham, Foden and Kane works again, I'm open to see some change in strategy from Southgate. But it's as much the same thing with Holland, because you never know which Dutch team's going to turn up either, because they've not had a fantastic tournament in terms of performances consistently. You know, they've had one great game and then they've not had a brilliant game. But both teams are in this position, so it should be interesting which version of either team turns up. I want to ask you a question. If you could buy,
go on.
You were saying everyone's linked with Manchester United, so you've got the Dutch, squad there. If you could sign one for Manchester United now,
the Dutch squad,
team. Which one would you have at United?
That's a good question.
Of course it is.
One. I can have one.
You can have one. You can go Dutch.
I can go Dutch. Do you know what? Right, I'd be tempted. He's not even starting, but I'd be tempted with Van der Ven. It's either Van der Ven or Frimpong for me.
Yeah,
I think Van der Ven's mint. I do. I know he had one. It was one game he had. I think he had the commentator's curse where he said about his pace and he got done in the Premier League. I can't remember what it was, but he's got to be the quickest defender I've seen in the Premier League. He's absolutely rapid. And I think he'd be him and Martinez at United would be laughing. Who would you have?
Depay. No, I'm joking. I don't know. I'm not going to go for Van Dijk for obvious reasons.
If Van Dijk was younger, I'd have him. But I think we're seeing the decline of Virgil van Dijk. I think just slightly.
Yeah, I wasn't upset that Gakpo gone to Liverpool last year, but this tournament I've sort of gone. Because he was heavily linked. Even Van Nistelrooy, who managed him, said he wanted to go to United. It's just that we didn't come through with it. But he also played for Liverpool, so he's tarnished his entire career. I go De Ligt.
I like that. Go with the player we're getting. Hey, that's a good move.
Do you want another question?
Go on.
Dutch player. Go on.
Go on. No, first of all, let's ask Ethan the one you've just asked. Ethan, if you could have one at Newcastle from the Dutch squad.
Weghorst.
Good lad.
To replace Amanda Stalley or whatever her name.
No, well, Ethan knows, right? If Weghorst didn't play in that Carabao Cup final, they'd have a trophy now.
All right.
Do you know what I mean? If he played for them instead of for us.
Well, I didn't say you could go back in time.
All right, I'm just saying.
I had a photo with Weghorst. Do you remember? Me and Macca went to go interview Wan Bissaka.
Oh, yes. Yes.
The FA Cup final. And I took a photo with Weghorst. That was the only player I wanted a photo with, because he was a legend in my Leicester City career mode back in the day. and I put it on Twitter, and I said, I've just met the man who's going to score the goal in the FA Cup final tomorrow. That's the winner.
Yeah.
And it went down very well on Twitter with my followers, because they'll follow this. So
yeah, well, I think I retweeted that and commented. I think I said, yeah, you're right.
Straight.
Yeah, because my mate Woody, who I go to the game with, he said the same thing. He said, Weghorst has got one big goal in him, and it's going to be the FA Cup final.
How did that go?
No, we lost 2-1 to Manchester City. Yeah. Oh, you didn't miss much. So he's going Weghorst. Go on, what was your other question?
If you could sign, had any Dutch player from their history,
Right.
who would you have had at United?
Any Dutch player from their history?
Go back to the Premier League years that we've been linked with. Schneider's the one that we've missed out on loads of times.
Okay, so you're going Premier League era.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, if I could have had any Dutch player, I'd have probably gone with Van Basten, but he was sort of pre-Premier League era. Yeah. So if I can have any Dutch player, because they've had some absolute worldies, haven't they?
Yeah, phenomenal talent.
Do you know what? It's annoying because we were linked with a couple of Dutch players that could have made a big difference at United, and one of them we very, very, very nearly signed.
Robin.
And I think he would have been massive for United. And he was mint for Chelsea for about 3 years.
He's a great player.
Yeah, that would have made a big difference. So maybe someone like him. I mean, I still think we've had two of the best Dutch players in Ruud and Stam.
Yeah,
I do.
Point,
I think we've had I think Jaap Stam for me genuinely is the best defender I've ever seen in the Premier League. I keep saying that. Alexander Butner, was he Dutch? Was it?
I'm sure he was.
All right, okay, I can't remember. Yeah, I think he was. And obviously Van Persie, Ruud. Yeah,
so we've done pretty well.
We've done well.
And then Ten Hag came along.
Ten Hag, the best Dutch manager, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's difficult to say the Premier League era. Go on.
Edgar Davids. Or Seedorf.
Again, we were linked with Davids for a little while, weren't we? Or Seedorf's a shout. I'll go with Seedorf.
Davids was the coolest.
Yeah.
Everyone takes the piss out of Depay now because he's wearing his headband and he's going through this sort of Allen Iverson look when on the football pitch. But with the glasses.
Yeah, because he had he had something like with his eyes, didn't he? He genuinely.
Yeah, if he took them off, like lasers came out. It's like the X-Men. He launched Stan Charles' career. Well, he helped Stan Charles' career.
Who, Edgar Davids? Did he? Stanley Charles, the artist, if you don't know, he does all the sort of artwork on the United We Stand fanzine and in Hotel Football. If you go in Hotel Football, you'll see all his paintings there. He's got a very distinctive style, the New Yorker. Yeah, you'll see him everywhere. You'll know who he is.
Yeah, so Stan Charles done like a portrait in his style of Edgar Davids. Davids has seen it and then used it as his profile photo. And apparently on the back of that, his career sort of launched. But yeah, Davids, I think Seedorf. I mean, Mainu gets compared quite a bit to Seedorf, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, the way he plays and everything. And like obviously Seedorf, was he like 17, 18 when he won the Champions League?
He's won it more times with different clubs than anybody else.
Yeah, he has. He's won it a load of times. So, yeah, that's not a bad shout. Any Dutch player from history you could have had at Newcastle, Heath?
Oh, well, we've had them.
Premier League era. Go on, who have you had?
We've had Tim Krul.
Very good. Very good player.
You'll remember, was it the 2014 World Cup when he got subbed on by Van Gaal?
Do you know what I liked about that, right? About Louis Van Gaal? When he did that, at the time everyone's like, it works obviously because Tim Krul came on, he saved some penalties and everyone's like, right, okay, that was a great decision. Van Gaal's a bit of a genius. And then when he was at United, when things started going wrong and you realise that Van Gaal is a little bit off his head, people sort of went back to that penalty decision and went, that was a bit nuts, to do that. Even though it worked, it was still a bit bonkers.
Most geniuses are flawed. If you got to roll the dice.
Who else have you had, Eve? Tim Krul and who else?
Gini Wijnaldum.
That did well, didn't he? But the Scousers, that was them winning the Champions League.
Yeah, was with us for 1 year and we got relegated. But he was good.
Did you have Kluivert as well?
We did. Patrick Kluivert, yes.
Another one who was linked with United.
We would have got him as well, wouldn't we?
But he went to Barcelona instead.
He said that he wanted to sign, if he was going to the Premier League, he'd only have signed for Arsenal.
Really?
Yeah.
Dear me, it was a waste of space anyway, do you know what I mean? Was he any good for you, him?
I can't remember, Jay. I think it was a bit before my time. I think he was only there for was he like a year?
Let's have a look, because there was a time when Patrick Kluivert was like...
The biggest. He was like, there was Ronaldo and then Kluivert.
Yeah, he was regarded as like one of the best strikers, like you say, the top 3 or 4 strikers in the world. So let's have a look at his record at Newcastle. He played 25 Premier League games for you. He scored 6 goals. 37 games in all competitions, 13 goals. I think you got him in his decline because the season before He'd scored 8 goals in the La Liga for Barcelona in 21 games. I think he was coming towards the
Where
end.
did he go after Newcastle?
He went to Valencia and scored 2 goals in 16 games.
Right, okay.
He was done, wasn't he? He'd had his day. Because when he was at Ajax, he was like, he was revered. Went to Milan, did really well, and then went to Barcelona, and he did well. I don't know. I think he maybe didn't quite hit the heights that some people expected.
When we were talking about like mythical players abroad, he was one because you didn't have the YouTube highlights to say who United are linked with. So his name sometimes, what's the word, preceded itself. That's the one.
Yeah, I mean, I remember seeing him when we played Barcelona in 1989, and it was like one of the few times I'd watched him in a full 90 minutes. Yeah. Because obviously you couldn't just turn on the telly. Internet weren't a thing. Well, I know it was, but it wasn't where you could stream games. So you couldn't just turn on the telly and watch Ajax or watch Barcelona or whatever. It was like you might see some highlights or the odd game in the Champions League just started becoming a thing. But yeah, that was one of the few times in like the third or fourth time I'd ever watched him play a full 90 minutes. But yeah, a phenomenal player. Get involved in the comments in the chat and give us your score predictions. I think we've already got some. I'll go through them all. Michael says 2-1 England. Also, people talking about Udi. Had loads of people saying Johan Cruyff. Jordi Cruyff again, says Sean Smith. Jordi Cruyff in pre-season was unbelievable. He was like Andreas Pereira. Yes, Dutch Butner is Dutch, says Hyde Hill. Seedorf says Magic Stick 1604. Bergkamp says Gary O'Brien. Hullet was a beast, says David Harrington. 3-1 to the Netherlands, says 6 guns. David Harrington also says Van Nistelrooy is a player we'd have, back at United. Serge Blondin says 3-1 England. Heaven Soul says I want England win, but think Netherlands will win 2-1. Hyde Hill says you forgot Van der Sar as your great Dutch players. Lol, he was mint. Tyson Barnett says Netherlands win 1-0, Southgate own goal. Okay. Jim Max says 2-0 to Holland. 2 to Ang says Netherlands 2, England 1. A full name Huggy says 3-1 England. I feel we're going to turn up finally. Have we got your score prediction?
Nope. And you haven't got my Dutch team, and you haven't got the other one.
So if you could have
Dutch team.
Yeah.
And
so let's go back to the start. Scotty, give Nath your questions.
Oh, thanks for the opportunity.
It's all right. This
Nathan Ellington.
This is an inclusive channel. Right. It's not just about me.
Let's go.
Okay. If you could have any Dutch player from the squad that England are facing tonight to play for Manchester United, which one would it be and why?
I'd probably take Dumfries for now. Obviously Van Dijk is old. Obviously I would have taken him first and foremost, but he's not going to last too many years longer. Dumfries is quite young. We need a right back. I think I'd take him. I think he's the only one who would fit in, and you go, you know what? He's staying in there. Obviously, De Vrij he's at Spurs, so he's not going to be able to come. I know you can take anyone, but I'm saying realistically, I'd take Dumfries. I wouldn't like to take any of the others, to be fair, that I'm looking at.
Yeah. From the sort of Premier League era, is there one Dutch player that you would have liked to have seen at United?
When Cantona leaves, Bergkamp takes over.
That was a call. That was so close as well.
I know, yeah. Another one. We were linked with Dennis Bergkamp.
Yeah. What happened was before Cantona went off to had his kung fu kick and went to France. We were supposedly getting Bergkamp from Inter, and then Cantona was going the other way. And then we got Cantona for, was it another season? 2 seasons?
Yeah.
I didn't hear Jaap Stam at all.
No,
did anyone say Jaap Stam?
Yeah,
about to say.
I said the best defender I've ever seen is Jaap Stam, and I also think arguably the best striker I've seen, certainly the best finisher is Ruud.
Yeah.
I think we've done well on the Dutch front. I do.
Right, as a former professional footballer, can you answer this question? Because I'm tired of the sort of stereotypes on pundits recently about where they're from dictating the type of football that they play. Because when Italy were on, it was like, oh, they're always diving. I'm just talking about Danny Murphy generally here, but or the Dutch. Did you see any sort of, when people come from other countries, a style of play from their nationality?
Yeah. 100%.
Because they're trained, because of the culture, do you think that they're sort of...
Yeah, the way they play football. So when we used to play pre-season, we'd go away to play teams in Spain.
Yeah.
We'd play teams in Netherlands. And what we noticed is they've been brought up in Netherlands to keep the ball at the back. Slow, keep it. And as soon as it opens up, you go forward. That's how it was. I mean, we could never get the ball off them. We knew they had all the possession. Then you go to Spain and you want to put it on them. Like, you get the ball, you win the challenges. they're on the floor. Seriously, the referees are ready to blow no matter what little touch there is. Even if it's a tackle perfectly good, it's a foul. And we're like, oh my gosh, how's that foul? I just won the ball, ref.
Yeah.
But that's normal for the refs over there. They come over to us, it's exactly the same for them. They're like, ref, why haven't I got a penalty? Why haven't I got a foul? Why haven't I got this? Because they're on the floor all the time, and our refs, we don't care. We're not having none of that nonsense. So for them, it's nonsense. For us, it's nonsense, depending on where you go.
Do you think their impression of English football was like it was rough then rather than sophisticated that you sort of got with the total football from Holland or maybe the free-flowing passing of Spain?
Yeah, I think... Say that again.
So do you think their understanding of the English game
is more like rough and tumble?
More rough and tumble, and not like the sophistication that you get with the Cruyff sort of influence that was on Dutch football.
Yeah, I think that's what's really just the way I've just explained it is the way I think of them. When you talk about them in that country, you talk about Brazil, you talk about skills, you talk about England, you talk about people smashing people. It just is the way it was, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you looked at Vinnie Jones back in the day, them kind of got Tony Adams, Strong and Keown, them kind of players, they're just like heart on their sleeve players and gonna smash people. And that's really how it I don't know why, but that's how it is. When you look at all the different nations, you look at I look at Nigeria and I go, everyone's like Usain Bolt. Everyone, but they don't have the tactics as much. Back in the day, it was. The tactics have got better now, but it used to be, oh my gosh, if you want a real fast player, go Nigeria, you'll find a quick, nice player. Yeah, and you want a skillful player, go Brazil, you'll find a quick. You know what I mean? So you kind of got to figure out.
That was good though, wasn't it? I mean, when we used to look at international tournaments, when you sort of had that culture that was represented on the pitch, but now because football's even more of a sort of globalised sport and a lot of the players are playing in different sort of tournaments, there isn't that. The identity that we were being shouted about for Manchester United for years, but there isn't that standout from any of the teams. I mean, apart from Spain, I think probably this tournament. I think it's got so kind of the same everywhere now. That it's like you can't tell differences anymore, and I think that's what's happening. You see in the games, you see all the teams playing similar kind of football, but it's those with the extra bit of something up top that really make things count, and that's why there's not that many goals. I've been talking about formations and stuff and. People, when you really got good players and you play these formations, 4-2-3-1s and all of that, it works. But majority of people don't have the players that are that good that are going to be able to score freely. So what happens is you end up with 0-0s, 1-1s all over the place, and the top teams end up with loads of goals. Yeah. And it's just annoying, but it's the way football is, isn't it? It is. The thing I've been massively frustrated, and as everybody has, is that with England is the type of football. If you look at the attacking players in particular, from Mainu, Rice, Forward and Bellingham, Saka, Kane, they're playing for teams that can play slick, stylish, fast pressing football, attacking football, right? So why isn't Southgate asking them to do that now when they can do it? It's just, it doesn't translate for me from the players that you see in the Premier League to what they're doing here. But if you look at Spain, they are emulating what they do in the league on this stage.
Yeah, you're right. I just try and look at it, and I just always try and... Because I try and look at it as a whole team thing. And when you look at players in certain positions, what makes Kane tick? What did he have at both teams, Bayern and at Tottenham? He's got pace on both sides. Putting balls in with quality. He's not getting that here. There's no fullbacks putting any balls in, so he doesn't even want to go in the box. He's like, no one's going to put the ball in. And when it does come in, he's not there. We're like, why is he not there? Because it's one time in 90 minutes that's happening. So that's Kane on his own. Now you look at Saka. Saka, he gets the ball quite a lot now. He gets to play the way he plays at Arsenal because they play like that. England can play like that. Bellingham, pretty much the same. Foden, when he's on the left and he's trying to do quick play, we don't do quick play. If you notice, when you watch him play the ball and he runs, he don't get the ball back. It's 2 seconds. It's a touch. It's a look up and go, okay, there you go. Yeah, and that's too late. With City, it's pop, 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 pop. It's all one touch stuff. Once they play, when they try and get near you, it's pop, pop, pop. With us, it's pop, touch, pop.
It's very hesitant football.
It's not going to work.
Rather than it being natural, sort of,
Exactly. So that's why you're not going to get the best out of your Fodens. So then you can go through the whole team and go, that's why we're not getting the best out of all of these players. It has to be balanced football, and that's why I say you have to pick players for the position rather than the names. You need Shaw. Obviously, we haven't got the He's not got the fitness, but you need someone on the left who's left-footed, who's got that, you know about Ten Hag, how he talks about needing left footer on the left and right on the right. There's a reason for that, because then you can do all that other stuff. So, yeah, for me, that's why England don't get the best out of their players. They're not choosing the team based on what they need. Yeah. Playing to everyone's strengths. So.
Abnormal Adventures says, nice one, SP. Lots of time and love for Nathan Ellington, top pro and player, champ man and EPL legend. Is that from your burner account, Matt? Is that where you went over there? I just got a Nathan Ellington's the man. Right, I'm back now. No, bang on. Hit that like button, please, people. 2,000 people watching. Let's get to 1,000 likes. Come on, we can do it. If England win tonight, it's a big if. Can you see them defeating Spain in the final?
No.
Thank you. Ethan.
No.
Scott is confident. Thank you. Nath.
No. I can't see it happening. But the thing is, yeah, on paper, it looks like it could happen.
Yeah.
And it's the only way you can win is on penalties. And even today, I feel like it's going to go penalties. It's just the way it is because of the team we picked. So, yeah, I think possible, but very unlikely.
It's the thing is, like you were saying, Spain are probably the only team in the entire tournament who've turned up.
Yeah, like, and we'd have to score two, wouldn't we?
Yeah, they've fully turned up. The players look like, they're all up for it. They know what they're doing. You saw Yamali last night, obviously with his goal. They've had one or two other players who've stepped up as well.
Yeah.
Holland have kind of had a bit of an up and down tournament. Got to the semi-final underwhelmingly.
Was it 3-1? No, was it 3-1 last game?
Against Turkey, 2-1, I think.
2-1. Yeah, and the game before that was 3-1.
Yeah, they've had a few games. I think did they get beat off? Was it Austria in the groups?
They lost to Austria 3-2 and they beat Romania 3-0 in the round of 16.
So they've got a few goals. They've had more goals in England.
Yeah, but I think they've had a couple of games where it's been like okay. Obviously, yeah, they've been a lot more. I think England have been probably the least entertaining team out of everyone, even being brutally honest. France, obviously, they never really got going. Defensively, they were solid until last night. Attack-wise, I think, was it one goal from open play or something stupid like that? Poor. It was poor from them. But Spain are the ones that look like they're up for it. You just can't see a way past it.
It feels like when the last Euros was on, because of the injury, and his name's going to escape me now, for Italy, it just felt like there was a collective there. It felt like it was always preordained.
Yeah,
it was the fullback and his name. But it feels like preordained.
Get involved in the chat and let us know who he's on about.
It feels preordained that Spain were going to win it.
Yeah,
I think so. I think it'd be great if England won it, but I think it'd be a travesty given that Spain have been the best team in the tournament if they're not winning. It doesn't always happen that way.
I know.
It's very, you know what? A lot of the time it doesn't happen like that. You'll have a team, not all the time, but you'll have tournaments where a
Greece
team,
win it.
Yeah, exactly. Where it's just like they just almost shit house a win, or even you can look at the Euros final. I don't think England were great last year's final, but Italy just did what they needed to do. Yeah. Like that, get the penalties.
Was it Spinazzola?
Thank you, there he is. Ethan James.
Got injured just before the Euros.
So yeah, I mean, I do kind of agree with all three of you. I think England does struggle. But, listen, we've got to get there first, and by no means is it going to be a pushover tonight. Do you have England as favourites?
Tonight?
Yes, tonight, not for the
I think this is probably I think this is the only time so far in the tournament where I think it's an even match.
Exactly.
I don't fancy one over the other. I think England should have won every game up until this point and won it convincingly.
And they haven't, yeah.
And they haven't. This is the only game when I'm like, it could go either way. It's pretty much on a knife edge, which is good for us,
Yeah.
You see it the same, Nate? How do you say it?
I think it's 50-50 because they got some good attacking players as well, and they've got a really strong defence. So for us, we have to break that down, and we know teams that ain't even that good defensively have just kept us quiet and not even had shots. So for us, we have to pick it up. And this is the thing though, when you play against better teams, sometimes you do pick it up out of nowhere. Even though we haven't seen it yet, this could be the game where, it has to be done and they do it. But obviously, it's easy said than done. I don't expect it to happen.
No, bang on. Declan Rice, speaking ahead of the game, says we want to dig in, give it absolutely everything, and leave nothing in the changing room and make history again. One thing I will say as well about both teams, both squads, they've got strong benches, haven't they?
Yeah.
There's options there for the Dutch, and there's options there for England as well. This isn't where you look at the two starting 11s and go, well, that's it, that's your lot. If they're struggling, they don't offer anything. We were talking earlier, there's a few Dutch players on that bench that you'd have at United or would get into the England team. Ethan, what do you make of the Dutch squad? You mentioned Wout Weghorst before, how much you love him. Do you think they've got players on that bench that you look at and go, if things need to get changed by Ronald Koeman, he's got options there? He's not got loads of options attacking-wise, I'll give you that, but he has got sort of midfield and defensive options.
I think they've got quite a deep squad, Jay. I'm quite impressed with them. Obviously, the group stages, they finished third and managed to escape.
Wow.
And they fell on that side of the draw where we did, where it's been quite fortuitous who we've been against. I mean, Romania were the lowest ranked team left in the competition in the round of 16, so somehow finishing third, they managed to pull them out. And then having Turkey in the quarterfinals is quite a nice draw. Turkey, we've been playing quite well, but it was again quite fortuitous. I think these two teams, Jay, have had quite a similar journey so far, where they've not been performing at their best. They've had a bit of a fortunate draw, and they found themselves in a semi-final. So from an England perspective, it's a decent semi-final to have, because as we've seen so far, we've not played well and we've found a way through. I think this is a similar kind of opposition, maybe a little bit better than Switzerland, where I'm going to use the phrase, you could shithouse it again. And I think it's on the cards. I think we could see another 1-1 and perhaps another win on penalties or something like that. I don't really see England scoring more than one, because I haven't done it all tournament. But I think the Dutch are definitely the strongest team we've faced so far, Jay, I would say.
Yeah, I think that's a given, innit? If you look at the teams that England have faced, is it Serbia, Denmark, Slovenia, Slovakia, Switzerland? No disrespect to those teams, but they're not exactly, teams that you'd associate or would have thought were going to win the competition. The Netherlands would have been an outside bet for it, and a team and a country with a lot of pedigree. Obviously, we spoke earlier on about the fact they've had loads of good players. They've got a lot of good players that you recognise, that and they've also, been to the latter stages of lots of competitions where all those other teams I've mentioned, other than Denmark winning it in 1992, have never been here or there, have they?
No, they haven't. And Nathan, you were making a point before about the defence of Holland. Kane's only scored a couple of goals, and that's been against the centre-back pairing of teams that were nowhere near like the ones they're facing tonight. Like Van Dijk will fancy his chances against the Harry Kane that has been stodgy at best in this tournament. And with, what's his name alongside him, De Vrij.
Yeah.
Right, you know what I mean? Like, I think Kane's going to have his work well cut out tonight. And I'd like to see more of the opportunities taken from outside of the box, because that's what Saka had to do, you know what I mean, the other night. And I don't think we've been trying to shoot from far out as much as possible, really.
Yeah, so I mean, we either got to try and feed Kane for him to be in between the defenders, or like you say, try and get him beyond and then pull it back like City do, But that's what the kind of football we're going to have to try and play. But Arsenal and City play similar kind of football, so to have Saka and Foden trying to do them things, obviously they're going to have to pull it out this time. Otherwise, just going to be not having many shots this time.
Do you see a world where he could have dropped Harry Kane? Would you have done that?
To be fair, I've said it, but not going to do it.
No.
I don't think you're going to do it, are you? You're not going to do it.
That would be probably the biggest call, honestly, by an England manager ever.
Yeah.
Genuine, 100%.
You can't
the semi-final of... let's not kid ourselves. England don't get to semi-finals that often.
Well, we do. We've been to 3 now.
Yeah, this kind of Southgate, we've been to 3. Before that, I think, was it 96 was the last one?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then before that, it was 1990, and then before that, I think it was the World Cup in 66. So it's not a regular thing. And to drop your all-time top scorer in a semi-final, and it was someone who's also scored a couple of goals in this tournament, so it's not like he's fallen off a cliff, I think would have been the biggest call by an England manager ever.
Van Gaal would have done it.
Yeah.
Van Gaal would have put Matt Gay in goal or something. It would have been like, do you know what I mean? There would have been some madness going on. When it came to the penalties the other day, he would have just, I don't know, he took the keeper off or something.
Take the tournament away from it though, but I mean purely on a footballing basis. Is it not an argument for dropping Harry Kane? I don't think he has a career for England after this.
No, to be fair, no.
Take this tournament. Sorry.
So if you look at that as a starting 11, and you're not going into a tournament, but what can play the best football? Yeah. With that system, and he wants to play back Bellingham and Foden, is there an argument for dropping Harry Kane?
I'd drop Foden before I dropped Harry Kane.
Yeah.
Wouldn't play false 9?
Yeah. No.
I would put him in the 10 and put a striker up front, and then you'd have to drop Foden or Mania. It's got to be Foden probably then.
I probably would. I think Harry Kane has done it for England more than Phil Foden has. I feel that Phil Foden isn't Phil Foden for England. He's just not like that player. And I like Phil Foden as a player. I don't obviously hate the fact he plays for City, but you watch him, you go, he is mint. And you don't see that for England. I think was it against Belgium where he played really well. Him and Kobe Mainoo were linking up. And I remember thinking, this is the best game I've ever seen Phil Foden have for England, and it's a rarity. You never see him playing like this. Ethan, you was going to say something. Would you, if you had to make any changes, would you drop Harry Kane?
Oh no, Jay, you can't drop Harry Kane. It's just not an option. The reason why we had him on the other day against Slovakia, I know everyone was crying out, good, change it. But look, he was there to score the winner. He does that. I changed the system though to accommodate him a little bit better. I'm quite a fan of this 5 at the back. I do love boring defensive football.
Yeah.
Ever since the Steve Bruce and Rafa Benitez days, they just really put it in my blood. So I am a fan of it. This, although I would do maybe a 5-3-2, slightly different, and I'd put on another striker next to Kane. Be that Ivan Toney, who I've been impressed with, who can be that player in the box where we've been complaining about Kane for not doing that. Maybe he can get in the box. Kane can drop a little bit deeper. Maybe play some balls into him, or they can alternate a little bit. Or maybe an Ollie Watkins. If you've got a 5-3-2, it means you've got less options wide. Saka or whoever else is on the other side. Trippier might have to drop back a little bit more. So maybe you can have a Watkins who could go into the channels wide or whatever. Maybe mix it up a little bit, get a few more chances. But I think Kane does need a little bit more support, but you can't drop him.
Do you know what it is as well, right? I probably wouldn't. I'm not his biggest fan, but I think he scored a lot of goals for Bayern Munich this season. I know he didn't win out. He's still scoring in this competition, and he scored loads of goals for England. I just feel that if it isn't happening for him, you can be braver.
Take him off early.
I don't agree with this idea of not subbing him. I know he's been subbed like late on in games.
60 minutes. He needs to come off. He's done nothing.
Like you say now about false now, whatever, or you could take him off and bring on a Toney or a Watkins, or you could try and change it up and have Bellingham as your false 9 and have like an extra midfielder or whatever. I wouldn't be against that. I think sometimes he does leave him on a bit long because Harry Kane, he is, obviously a fit footballer or whatever, but he's played a lot of games this season, a lot of minutes. He's 30 now? He's not, he's played in this tournament. You've had 2 hours and 2 hours. It's like, it's been a pretty long tournament for him. So if after 60 minutes, and it's I think it's been booking it down there, so he could be knackered after 60 minutes. You think if it ain't happening for him, you've got Watkins who's played 10 minutes in the tournament or something, 20 minutes. Ivan Toney's played they
got to get more minutes
an hour. Get him on. Do you know what I mean? Bring Palmer on and have have like Bellingham as your sort of false 9. Don't have an out-and-out striker, something like that. You've got options. So that is one sort of criticism you can call out. I would have. Well, I've got lots of criticism of Southgate, but that is one I would have. He doesn't make it quick enough for me.
So you know what I would do? I'd try everything possible to make sure I get the best out of him before taking him off and not playing him. So number one, you put him up front.
Yeah.
Okay. If nothing's happening, we're not getting balls into him. We're not getting him chances. Right, we're taking someone off and putting him in 10, and then we're getting a striker on that's going to stretch it.
Yeah.
Then you've also got the other option of you're back up front with the other striker. Right, that's not happening. You're off, mate. And then that's why you've now tried everything according to all the players you have, and you've just thought, right, let's see if that works. That don't work. Get him off.
That's been the issue with Kane. If you are going to start him, then you've got to accommodate what he needs to thrive in that position, and that's why I think it'd be interesting him not starting Luke Shaw. But there might be a period where Luke Shaw comes on, say 45 minutes. If Kane is getting a little bit legger, to get the best out of him, it might be that Shaw and Kane need to be on the pitch for a certain amount of time.
Okay. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens with Luke Shaw. Obviously, he's only played about 42 minutes in the entire competition. I thought Gareth Southgate might have got away with it, when he brought him on the other day and he played and England won, and you think, okay, if Luke Shaw ends up playing even if it's just the semi-final and the final, but he ends up contributing to England and doing well, then you've got to give him credit. But at the moment, it looks like, he's obviously still not fit, so we'll have to wait and see what happens. Kieran Trippier's played a lot of football, and he always seems to have a bit of an issue, doesn't he, with one of his calves? I think he's had his calf problem. So it'll be interesting to see. Ethan, you talk about Kieran Trippier, obviously you've seen a lot of him. What have you made of his tournament? Are you surprised that Gareth Southgate's shown so much faith in him?
He's been all right this tournament, Jay. I was surprised he was getting a lot of faith early on, because he wasn't very good for Newcastle last season and made a lot of mistakes. I've referenced a few times now, you'll remember when Kobbie Mainoo scored against Newcastle in the 3-2 win towards the end of the season. It was because Trippier was sleeping and his positional awareness was all over the space, and that was just one example. There was numerous occasions. We got knocked out of Chelsea in the Carabao Cup because he didn't know where Mudryk was, he chested it, he fell over, and they took advantage of it. And now in big games like this, you need players who can concentrate, because a moment like that could really cost you. But so far in this tournament, Jay, I think he's been absolutely fine. He's not done anything too important or made any major mistakes. Probably some solid 5 out of 10 performances. So, am I surprised? I would have started Luke Shaw if he was ready to go. But from what I hear from you guys and a lot of United fans, it probably takes a few games to Luke Shaw to warm up properly when he returns from injury, because this happens a few times, doesn't it?
That's the one sort of issue I have with this idea with Luke Shaw. It can take him a little while to get going. I thought he did all right when he came on the other day, but we've seen it in the past where he's coming back in for United after a long layoff, whatever, and it's taking him 2 or 3 games. Now, if there's 2 or 3 games in a Euro semi-final and the final, you can't afford to have him taking those games to get going. So he's got. This might be why Gareth Southgate's not risking him, because he might look at him and go, he's not quite. I could play him, but he ain't 100%, and I need him to be. Well, no, he's probably never going to be 100%, but he's not close enough to full fitness.
And let me tell you,
to risk it.
When you start games, it's a hell of a lot different than coming on. You start a game, everyone's fit, everyone's racing you down. He's got to run back towards goal, get forward, back. Yeah. He might be knackered in no time, but you come on when everyone's knackered. Now you might get to the same level as them, and it won't look out of place, and you won't get out of breath. So that is another thing. It really does make a difference starting to be
when you're on a subs bench, Nathan, how are you analysing the sort of what's happening on the pitch? Are you looking for, because I don't know, do you watch it as a fan, or are you looking at it for purpose, like I can see a weakness there and stuff like that?
All the well, I don't say all the players, but players that you probably see after football talking in a way where you go, wow, they know what they're talking about. Yeah. They're the players who probably on the side watching and actually watching the game properly. So when I watch a match, I don't just watch a match waiting for goals. I'm looking at every single pass, every single movement, where the player should be, why has he not made a run? I'm looking at everything. He should be in the box there, he should be there. And that's what you should do. So then when you think, right, they're just leaving that man open. Yeah. For example, Dumfries keeps getting forward.
The game is underway, by the way, guys. Yes. Sorry, you carry on. You can't finish your thought, just letting everyone know. A few people saying the game's kicked off. Yeah, we're aware. And nothing happening now at the moment. I think Holland have just got a free kick in their own half.
So basically, you watch and see where you can actually exploit them and where they're having a mare. Sometimes you look at one of the defenders, oh, look at him. We better get at him when we get that come on. So that's what the manager might come and go, Nath, look at him, look what he's doing. He's holding the high line, he's slow as hell. Make sure you test him when you get on. So, they're the kind of things you watch and you make sure of. So, like they did with Fred back in the day, and then we're just waiting for Fred to get on it so we can pounce on him. So, that's what happens.
I miss Fred.
I do as well.
United missed Fred last season.
We did massively. The legs.
It's a good ball over the top. Offside. No, he's offside.
Well, I hear Ugarte has that kind of thing about him. He has legs about him, runs around, wins challenges, passes the ball. Simple. If that's what he does, I'm happy.
It's only just off.
That didn't even look off.
No, it didn't.
It might have obviously went to, if you did the lines, it would have been on it. So, yeah.
So, England with playing the ball out from the back now.
Right, Mainoo in there, Foden in the hole. Who's that on the left?
That sounds like a delicious dinner, doesn't it? Foden in the hole.
All bad.
So a bit of it there, Kyle Walker.
He's doing that all.
Yeah, he's not been. He's
out wide. Can we find him? Oh, too late. Oh. Bellingham nearly tried to play that cross field to Trippier, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. I think Declan Rice is going to keep hold of the ball.
What do you make of the Netherlands playing in orange? Is it a good colour?
That's their colour, isn't it?
Yeah.
What other colour could they use?
That's what you want to see him in, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's the way it should be.
I thought that was an overall question. What do you think of the colour orange?
What? It's
I like it.
Yeah, it's decent.
It is what they are.
Have you seen the amount of Dutch fans there as well in Dortmund and that? There's loads of them. There's I reckon 100,000 in that.
It's only was it 3 hours, 4 hours on a train?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Fair play to him.
Come on, let's go, boys.
Declan Rice here just on the ball.
I really think we missed a Rashford kind of running, and beyond. I know he's not played well, but man, we missed a player like that.
Get up,
Foden,
man.
Foden there, he got a free kick. Held on to it a bit long, but he managed to get a free kick. It's been a bit of a cagey start.
Yes, it has. You see the hesitancy on the ball, though.
Yeah.
It's never one-touch stuff. When they press, even when you saw Bellingham, he put it out of his feet to try and play it wide, and the guy's already took his leg off.
Yeah.
Why are you waiting for? Just pop the ball. Like that should be a pop, yeah. And then it's a tackle too soon.
It's weird. It's almost like to compare to Spain, obviously the best team in the tournament. It's like they're unaware where their teammates are going to be.
Exactly. It makes no sense, doesn't it? But that's what it is. And these Dutch players, they learn this from little.
Look, yeah.
So they learn to
Dutch
play
on the
these
counter attack
triangles.
now.
Look at
Could
that.
be in here. It's a good ball.
Oof.
Oh, he just couldn't quite get it out of his feet. It's a ball to
Marlon played for Dortmund, right? He's not bad.
Yeah, Marlon's a decent player. I think he scored a couple. I know he's got one goal in the tournament. Might have a couple, might have more. But yeah, he tried to get played in there. Didn't quite get hold of it. But yeah, he's at Dortmund. Done all right, man. He's
I think he got a brace. Was it
it a brace? Yeah, he came on, didn't he?
Champions League.
England here now. Bellingham,
One more wide.
Kane. Give it to
Now get in the
Saka.
box.
Saka's in the box on the edge.
Overlap, put him in. No, put him back post.
ball?
Oh,
Another France. Mbappe.
Trippier.
Ball.
Come on, keep it going.
Right, let's get it around. Play it too quick. I don't know why we wait.
Oh no.
Is he off? He's off.
Oh, it's
Seen he was off myself.
poor that.
Every
Yeah,
time
he's
play
waited
stops
there.
for
He
him.
waited Foden. He waited too long. He's played it in Trippier, who's offside.
I think early on a few stoppages keeping the ball, and it means we're still in it, eh? So, every positive.
Hit that like button, please, people. Get involved in the chat in the comments. Let us know what you think so far. Boneface Mayakula says England will win and Mainu to score. Yeah, I hope you're right.
Penalty.
Do you know what? If Mainu scores, we're on the pitch. Dutch just now on the edge of our box with it.
Do you think it's sad we might not see us playing our nice navy kit with that lovely flag on the back?
That flag that was is that the one that caused all the controversy where everyone started losing their minds about it?
Oh yes, that one.
Even though they changed the St George's flag about 3 years ago, no one cared. Keep
Yeah.
going. Saka here. Oh, he's running into trouble. There's no one there. He's on his own. He's had to go back.
What was the best kit at this Euros, do you think?
The best kit? I don't know, man.
Do you like the big cockerel on the France
on
kit?
the France kit? I
The
thought
white
France
one.
kit.
Not the white
Too
one.
much on that. He's trying to play
that
over
white
the
one
top.
reminds me a bit like a baseball top.
Yeah, Milad got that kit. He's a France fan. He was wearing with the stripes on. I know what you mean, yeah. Little thin stripes. It did look a little bit like a baseball top. I don't know. Those kits stand out for me.
Italy's was pretty decent, but they did back with Adidas.
What about you, Nath? Ethan? What's your...
Well, you know I'm partial to a big cockerel.
very nice,
but,
very droll. Yeah.
But
Rice has lost out here. Dutch on the edge of the box. It's a shot. It's a goal.
Oh,
It's a goal.
what a
Wow.
ruckus.
Who's
Xavi
that?
Simmons.
Who's that?
Simmons.
What
Simon.
a
Xavi
goal.
Simmons.
Oh my God! Is he going to change it now?
What a goal.
Bit too early to change, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rice there though. Rice, you got
Poor from Rice.
It was him, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Let's see what happened
Was
there.
it Rice?
Let's see what happened. Well, it forced them to start playing quickly and start doing what's right. That was very quick,
Fucking hell.
6 minutes in.
Let's
What
have a look
happened there?
here. It's
They
a
tried
poor
to-
header for starters. Then Rice doesn't control it, loses it, falls over, and then 20 yards out.
Tried to stretch it. And how's he scored that though? Is that his fault?
foul.
Keep.
Oh, keeper's got to do well better than that.
He's got to do better there, Jordan Pickford. He gets a hand to it. And he's not really.
No.
He's not great
jumped.
at that kind of
He's
stuff.
not jumped.
I thought that was further away from the keeper.
No, I did. I thought it was
right
sort of
next to
like-
us.
I thought that's flew in, but no way. The keeper should be having that.
No, 100%. He's not really jumped. He's caught sort of
There. It's
falling
just-
towards
It's like he's not expecting it till the last minute and then just.
poor goalkeeping that for me.
I don't
Well,
know if that
Rice
was
as well.
Rice's fault, though.
You don't
Was
think it's Rice's
It
fault?
looked like he went in for the challenge.
England day on the
didn't
edge.
He lost the challenge.
Give it.
But he didn't lose the ball. He didn't
Give
have
the
it.
ball, man.
Got to move it quick, boys, and then
Is that Bellingham
find
there?
the opening.
That was
and
dumb,
then do
that.
it.
He had options. He kept hold of it too long.
Just watch. Everyone takes a touch before they pass it. Everyone. Unless it's just a pass straight back. There you go. Have it straight back. Return, we'll have a look. You're not going to get runners in behind like Kane. He doesn't run in behind like that.
Bellingham's got a free kick here. About 20 yards out, 25 yards out maybe.
We need Trippier. We need a Trippier goal here. You a bit too far? Or
Typical this England.
Sure.
oh, it's a bit far. That's Beckham range.
Yeah, it's further than I thought actually. It's about, what would you say? How far do you think that is from the goal?
About 35.
35 yards. Yeah, he's not.
And that's to the side as well.
Yeah, it's not down the middle.
You need one of them mad shot ones, the knuckleballs. You need a Janino to do this.
Phil
Yeah,
Foden
what
and
a
Kieran
free kick
Trippier stood
taken.
over it. I think Foden's going to take it here and whip it in.
Whip it in.
Makes more sense that, doesn't it, from that sort of distance.
I think Foden's only scored one direct free kick for City in his career.
No,
That
it's
was
not
quite
like if he
recent,
takes
wasn't
it, he's going to have to cross it in from there on his left foot, I think. Well, he's got one. Mind you, how many does he take? De Bruyne takes their free kicks.
I remember a commentator saying it recently. It might have been against like Villa or someone. I can't quite remember who it was against, but not long ago.
Can we get a set play and score from that? It's more likely we're going to score from a set play. So let's make this happen. What's going on?
So Bellingham had injury.
Oh, he got taken off for that. I thought you were supposed to be able to come on if it's a head injury.
I think it's bleeding. Does that make a difference?
No, I thought you meant to be able to get on if it's a head
right.
injury and you know, like the game has to restart. Or maybe you can't get on because of that. You know.
Yeah, Bellingham's having to wait, I think, so after this free kick's been taken. It's whipped in. No, it's headed away.
They're quite big, the Dutch. In
Think
fact,
about
the tallest country
Saka's
in the
done well
world.
here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd have thought it was one
Yeah,
of the
pretty
Nordic-
Give it, man.
Nordic places.
Thing with
He's got a free kick there, but
they got
Kept some of
pace
it
to
long,
burn,
though.
you know. They got kind of a lot of pace on the counter attack, you know.
Joshua Bowater says, no offence to any of you English lads, but I hope England get a spanking today. Can't be having Southgate getting a knighthood like Sir Alex. Yeah, there was talk of him getting a knighthood. If,
Really?
yeah, but I could,
Nah,
I
I
could,
wouldn't-
I
I
could,
wouldn't
I could,
I
I
wouldn't
could
be
care less.
surprised if he does already.
Yeah,
you know.
it's a minor to me that.
Same here.
You know what I mean, I'm not really bothered. Who gets a knighthood?
Just looking at that Rio thing, he was talking about who of his generation, who gets in from this generation into his, and he says possibly Pickford and Walker. That's
Really?
it.
Really?
He goes, if it's true though. When you
Yeah.
look at that team, you got Scholes, Lampard.
Balls across.
Oh, come on!
Oh, it's cleared. Is it Van Dijk there with clearance?
Rooney up top.
Does Rooney
Beckham.
not get in?
Rooney's in. That's his team.
His from this team into.
Sorry.
Only Walker.
Only
Yeah,
Walker and Pickford.
Right.
Over David James and Gary Neville. That's it.
It probably is fair, to be honest with you. There's not.
True.
there's
You can't beat that English squad.
It's just annoying he didn't do more, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's going on here?
Not
He threw it
again.
that way backward. Huh? Didn't he throw it backwards? Oh, then he
Trippier's
passed
done
it back
twice.
Poor,
England,
poor
man.
man.
You gotta
He's
know
not
that.
really got going.
He's on.
Yeah, he played it back to him.
Fucking idiots. Sorry.
Wow.
Sorry.
It's alright, you're allowed to get annoyed. Don't worry, there's still another 80 minutes to go. Dutch just playing out from
Look
the
at
back.
that. They're playing through there like that. It's ridiculous.
It's tackled by Kieran Trippier.
Class.
Go on, Manu.
Turn out. One more.
Harry Kane.
One more. Oh.
There's a shot from distance,
More
saved,
like it.
comfortable save, but
The Dutch seem to be back in numbers all the time,
Yeah.
aren't they?
it's a shot on target from Harry Kane. Good save.
It takes a
Save you'd
super
expect him
shot
to make. I
score
mean, he
from
was
there.
like 25 yards out, if not further.
Come on, England, move. You see how there's no runners going that way?
Yeah.
Watch when Holland get it. There's so many. There's like 2 or 3 going that way. And then you just can try and put them in. And we're standing there and we just pass it. Standing. Everyone's standing. You can see the whole picture. Everyone's standing. Why?
Bellingham here. Hey up, Kane.
Wide.
Kane.
Yes, come on. now.
Sakare on the right hand side.
Do your thing.
Oh, he's running into trouble.
He's got to be better
Is that a
than that.
penalty?
Harry Kane's rolling around on the floor like he got hit there or something happened.
It didn't look like...
Or did he kick him?
I think he's kicked himself onto someone's foot.
Yeah, his foot must be in pain.
Let's have a look.
I don't
He's
think
gone
that's
into
a pen.
he's gone into the back of his foot, and
I'm not thinking that's a pen, you know.
I'll have a pen
that's not a pen, is
if
it?
they're offering.
No.
Nah, it looks painful, but it's not a pen.
He probably didn't get hit.
Let's have a look. This is the shot earlier on, the showing now.
Man, you have to push that one away.
But I tell you what,
No,
right?
it's not a penalty. It's
We're-
not. I don't think they're looking at it.
We're having chances, aren't we?
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. You get that wide man, he'll be always the one open if we move it like that. Hopefully Saka can make something happen after that. Oh, he kicked his stud.
Ooh.
Kane kicked his stud. He didn't even... Oh, he kicked it, then kicked his stud. He's going to have a bruise there. He's going to struggle. This game and the next. I'm going to sit down, Kane.
Bit of breaking news from Chris Wheeler. Exclusive. 2 Man United first team physios leave.
Bloody hell.
Richard Merrin and John Davin. Richard Merrin's been at the club for 23 years, John Davin for 27 years. But they're leaving. Bit of an overhaul of the medical department.
So do you think they either
Oh,
had...
penalty check.
Oh, there is a penalty. He's got to look at it. He's got to look at it.
Ooh.
I don't think
VAR
that's
must
a
have told
pen.
him, man. And if he goes to look at it, you know what that usually means?
It's a pen.
It usually means like it's a penalty.
Can you give that a pen?
That can't be a pen. He's
I
kicked him.
tell you what, I'll have a bit of that.
I'll have it.
He's swung his leg into...
He's
Oh,
gone
Scotty,
bang
man,
bang
shut up.
while he's put his foot there.
What do you mean, Scotty, man? Shut up, even. I'm just speaking logic. I'm not asked either way.
Thing is, he's already hit the ball.
Yeah, that can't be but that's not a penalty.
I
Card.
think he gives that.
You know what? In today's world,
This
that's
is
a
this
pen.
is the one that Jude Bellingham said was corrupt, though, didn't he, or something? Or he said he was.
I know if it was me and I'd said the club's like, sorry, Jude.
Yeah,
I'd,
sorry,
I'd,
Jude.
I'd like, hey, Jude.
Right, I don't think you need to look at it this many times, man. Come on,
in today's world, they're going to give a pen.
Give it.
giving it.
Give it.
He's giving it.
Yeah.
We'll have it.
How is he giving a pen for that?
Do you know what I mean? I'll take it. I don't care. Let Kobe Mainu
This
take
is
it.
destined for
Don't
penalties.
do that.
This is
I
destined
don't,
for
I don't want
pens.
Colin Maynard to do anything with any sort of
Mate, he'd score it if he took it. Don't
weighty
worry.
decision.
Yeah.
People in the
Mad
comments
that
are
though,
saying, give it to
He's
Mainu.
gone.
Yes. If
He has
it was
gone
up to
into
me, I would, but it ain't gonna.
pen?
That's mad.
He has gone into him a little bit.
He has, but I just felt like...
I got sent off for that.
It was more
Have you?
50-50.
I got sent off, red card, straight red for that.
Yeah.
Against Arsenal. We had the FA Cup.
Oh, he's got a yellow.
And we was just about to go penalties.
Yeah.
That looked
And,
more 50-50.
I was like, yes, penalties, I'm going to score my pen.
Yeah.
And then, you know when the defender hoops up the line?
Yeah.
And then you kind of go in front of him
Yeah.
and trying to block it. So he's done it and he's faked that he's hurt. He's on the floor pretending to be hurt. Referees come straight red. I'm like, what?
Oh, no.
I cannot believe this.
What happened in the end of the...
Free get. We lost on pens.
Oh, mate. Harry
Never
Kane
was
to step
upsetting
up.
me. Harry Kane, few steps, bang.
Is he a good keeper, this Verbrugen guy?
I think he's mint. I want us to get
Harry
him.
Kane's a
I
good
want us to
penalty.
get him. These lot were taking a mick out of me because we were linked with him a few years ago
Is it
before we got on
Verbrugen?
Adam. Bart Verbrugen. That's what I
Verbrugen.
call him.
Is his foot bruised now though that he can't take it properly?
Oh,
Nah, he's
yeah,
fine.
yeah, yeah,
There's
I
no
like
wrong with
that.
him. Harry Kane.
Look at him looking at the ball, idiot.
Hey.
Oh.
He's no Nathan Ellington, is it? Hey, he's not got the Nathan
He
Ellington
puts it right in the
seconds.
corners.
Here we go.
Saved, bottom right.
Go on, Harry.
Get in.
Don't save them.
Ooh.
Yes. Close that, didn't
He
it?
doesn't miss the.
Yeah. Have a bit of that.
Oh, yes.
It's all happening.
Look at that little kid.
Look at that little kid there. He's about 4.
At least it's a game again. The good thing
Yeah,
is
this
it's a
is
game.
it, man. It's game on. 2 goals in the first 20 minutes. Well, you don't often see that in an England game. Bloody hell. It's all happening.
Let's go.
Get in. Oh, was that Kane's brother in the crowd?
I don't know. It might have
It
been.
looked like Charlie Kane, didn't it?
It did. Let's have a look at this.
Oh, what a pen.
Great pen.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
got no chance
No
there, really,
chance.
to be fair. has
Wow.
he?
Netting, is it?
Yeah. That's what you were saying, haven't you? You said if the keeper didn't move, you put it.
Yeah, but he's not looked,
No,
and the
he's-
guy's already dived,
yeah.
but he's put it
He's
right
put
in the
it
corner
where-
with so much pace you can't get there
You
anyway.
ain't saving that.
But if you notice, just before he touched the ball, he's already going, so he could have just gone, oh, okay, right
Could've
side
done
in
that,
the
yeah.
middle, right side in the middle. But it's great pen, great pen.
Hopefully that'll rattle the Dutch team a little bit because they'll feel a little bit of injustice there. Because let's have it right, that could have gone in the other way, and I think most of us thought it was going to. I was surprised it even went to VAR. To be honest with you, I thought they ain't going to give that.
Oh, I can't believe it went to.
I don't really know the rules on that one because Kane obviously moved his foot into the Dutch player. However, you could also argue Kane got the ball because he kicked the ball, and then the Dutch player didn't get the ball. So
Yeah.
it's a bit of a
is,
difficult.
it's a
Nobody
funny
was
one.
in control of the ball, were they?
Yeah,
At the time.
and
It's
he's
more of a
kicked the
50-50.
ball, then hit his foot.
Yeah.
But I think what happened is the other guy's foot was also going forward still, and that's probably why, because he needed that space to follow through.
Do you think it's the angle that the Dutch player's got his foot at as well? Because it was almost.
Yeah, it's his
wasn't it?
stud
Yeah.
that he's kicked as well.
If
If he kicks his
goes to the
foot,
front of his
like
foot,
that,
it's a different story.
Yeah,
But I was
guess.
going to say, Nathan, say if you were going through and goal and the keeper came out and you had your shot and then the keeper took you out, that would never be a penalty. They don't give that, do they?
Yeah.
And a lot of times, yeah, you're right. That isn't a pen, and a lot of them should be actually,
Yeah.
but it never is. So why did they give it this time? Oh.
Hey, I don't know. Well, we'll take it. We needed it, to be honest with
Yeah.
you. After that start.
It's like loads of fouls that get given that are not in the box will never get given in the box.
Yeah.
Oh, nice little feet. Bad
Oh,
pass.
Memphis Depay losing the ball
Take
there.
that off your head, lad. You're not LeBron James. Oh no, Koeman. Free kick. Smasher.
England just trying to play it out from the back now.
I don't want them to relax though. They need to play like they were
Yeah.
losing. Like, come on.
John Stones.
Good.
It's a ball.
Now go.
Right, go on. Trippy on the overlap there.
Yeah, you won't find them though. Pop, have a look. Touch, have a look. Touch, have a look. Okay.
Scotty, do you want England to win or do you hate them?
Mainu.
I want Manu to win.
No, I don't hate England at all. I'd like England to win.
You know, I don't mind who wins.
Like,
I just-
Holland and
I don't really mind.
Yeah.
I don't really
Yeah.
have a problem with them winning or losing. I just want to see good football. I
yeah.
don't know.
Disgrace.
Sorry.
I don't care seeing shit football. I just want to win.
Yeah, I'm.
I watch football for the entertainment, not just to win it. Like, I want to have fun watching football. That's the whole point of watching football,
Yeah.
no? Where you get off your seat and you go, oh my gosh, how great was that?
Came with a ball to the back post. Kyle Walker here. Oh, it's a poor ball from Kyle Walker there.
I'm
He's
going to
trying to
ask you
pick
then.
out. He's trying to pick out Mainu, but he's just give it to the Dutch. But he's made the tackle.
So tell me then. Go on.
I was gonna say, what's your opinion on Memphis Depay?
He's an underwhelming player.
Yeah.
Completely underwhelming. Even for the whole.
And
Even for the Dutch.
yet, is he like one goal away from being the Dutch leading
Yeah.
all the time?
What?
Oh, right.
All time?
Yeah, it's mental. Like,
Yeah, but all them top boys just
Like-
probably didn't play too many games, did they? Probably
Yeah.
played about
Like
10
Van
games.
Basten,
yeah, like loads of them. Like Van Basten got injured. Ruud van Nistelrooy had a fallout with the manager, didn't he, for the Dutch side? I think for ages.
Van
Yeah.
Persie.
Van Persie missed quite a lot of games for injury. Like,
It's only what is it? How many goals is it for in the 40s?
yeah, I'll have a look at this. We were chatting about this the other day. I'm not trying to take anything away from Kid. Obviously, you know he's done well, but
Yeah, he's a good player, but not great player.
I think he's flattered to deceive a little bit his career.
Yeah.
Like he's had like the two.
Nice.
obviously-
Come on.
Oh, go on.
Put him in.
Oh,
goal! Finish! Oh, just shoot! Oh, Foden!
Oh, I thought that went in.
He took too many touches.
Took too many touches, man.
Cobby did
Well
brilliant.
done, though. Hey, that was his futsal coming out, wasn't it?
That was
Cobby did really well
See,
there.
that's what I want to
Foden
see.
in. Foden took so many touches before he got his shot off there. To be fair, he did well to get his shot off in the end because I thought he'd wasted a chance, but he should have scored. Should have hit it earlier.
That's what I mean about this guy, though, Manu. He just picked it up, rolled it, and then off he
There
goes
was nothing
forward.
there though. Do you know? He made something from nothing. Didn't he?
Class.
He just knows what to do.
Memphis.
Finally, some good football, boys.
Kieran Trippier now.
Finding back post.
Oh! Poor that, man. Foden here on the edge. England's showing a lot of pressure.
Yes!
That's the ball there to Kyle Walker.
Walker.
Get the other ball. Get the other ball, Kyle.
Yeah, there's 2 balls on the pitch, so they're going to have to stop, aren't they? You can't have that. So going back to your thing, Robin Van Persie is the all-time top scorer for Holland with 50 goals in 102 games. Memphis is on 44 in 90.
I thought it was closer than that.
Yeah, so 6 away, but you'd expect him to get there eventually. He's only 29, I think.
I hope he don't beat Van P, because Van P deservedly.
How old's Depay now?
30, yeah. So,
Bloody hell, when did he come to United? When he was 20 or something?
yeah, it would have been, wouldn't it?
10 years.
2000 was it?
15 or something like that.
Yeah, it's 20 then. 21.
He's just like, so I mean, when he's been like, he's
Didn't he
the
have one
2
great
biggest
game?
moves, like Barcelona and United, did all right at Barcelona, didn't he?
Yeah.
Wasn't amazing,
okay,
wasn't
yeah. Nothing
great.
for us.
But nothing for United, and then
Yeah, didn't he have one good game where he scored?
Yeah, in Champions League.
Champions League qualifier, yeah, he scored a couple of goals. The first month he was there, he did well, but
Yeah.
I think Rooney was speaking about it the day he said like,
Yeah, you're talking about what he did.
yeah,
innit?
like when
He
he
to come in with
he
all
said
this madness
like,
on.
keep a low profile, like they lost the game, and he said like, oh, you playing for the reserves? That was it. He's playing for the under-23s. He said just, do you know what I mean? Don't be too flashy. And he came in in a gold Rolls Royce with a cowboy hat on.
Yeah, that was it, cowboy. He traded
And
after
Rooney's
losing.
Yeah, man, I'm wasting my time with him. Maybe he's one of those players, Depay. Like maybe they'd come at United when we were better. When
Yeah,
better
we needed
players
more
around.
players.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
like,
noticed
Bit of
that.
a luxury one.
Yeah, and you had like a better attitude of you know, like winners in the in the change room. It might
Yeah.
be different, but he came when it was sort of like
Nobody.
declining.
There was no
it's
one there.
declining on it, which is a shame. But I never thought he was quite that guy, to be honest with you.
Nah. This
No,
is like,
Kane's foul, but Kane falls over. It's not.
Go on,
Hey, are you in it,
Phil.
Foden?
Go on, Phil.
Oh, he got fouled there.
Van
He
Dijk.
got fouled.
Ref,
Van Dijk.
that's a foul.
That
What
was
the
a
hell?
foul. That.
What?
I think he's away there.
You had the penalty, Ethan. Calm down.
No, that's a foul. That one.
That's a red.
For
Yeah,
you, it's a red.
yeah, 100% Eve. I'm with you on that one.
Just review it.
Ball over the top here.
Mark Gay's class.
Oh, he's headed it there though. Holland have still got it here.
handball?
Is that handball? No. It's been blocked. They're trying to work something on the edge here. Get involved in the chat in the comments. Let us know what you think so far.
So really, you guys wouldn't mind watching another dead game, goes to pens, we win, and then we play Spain, you don't do anything,
Yeah.
and then it goes to pens and we win.
Amazing. I couldn't think of anything better. It's a dream scenario.
Oh, it's just right bang on the line, that, innit?
Yeah, not over at all.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I'd love to see
England winning like
I'd
that.
love to see Manu lift the Euros.
Maybe.
That's what I'm here for.
Do we get like a day off work if England win it?
Possibly.
I don't know. Maybe if they made it a bank holiday or some stupid.
Well, then I'm well behind it if that happens.
Yeah, I don't know.
I won't be in. Would you? If England win the Euros, are you going to be in the town? Like,
Oh, celebrating and that?
No.
No, probably not. I doubt it.
I know Ethan would because like
Oh, yeah.
they were swimming in the fountain in London.
He
when
loves
Newcastle
it,
got
yeah.
to the-
Ethan will be right up there.
Well, Ethan's
Well, when they got
will.
to the FA Cup final, we beat them.
Yeah.
Or the League Cup final, so we beat
Is it
them.
League Cup? Yeah, their celebration started before kick-off.
Yeah, they were having it, weren't
We've
they?
made it to London. They haven't never get more south than Stoke. Them, man.
Great day out.
Great. This is it. Ethan's very much a stereotypical England fan, isn't it? It's them ones who support the
No.
little clubs.
Hey.
No.
I love you, Ethan.
Saka on the right hand side here. Plays it into Manu.
Mainly here again. It's a good
Go on, Phil.
One more. And one more.
It's a bad
Pass
touch
back.
from Bellingham now.
He's like, why can't you be De Bruyne now?
Yeah, he's...
Oh,
That was good feet though, to get it past and knock it past. And then makes it.
did everything right. Then he good defending at the end.
Yeah.
He has, and I don't think he can do much more there. Stockport.
Yeah, Stockport combining there.
Kane's been a hell of a lot more active this game in terms of compared to previous. He's had a lot more
He's
chances
been trying.
within the first sort of 30 minutes, and I think Foden's been a lot better.
Memphis here. It's a ball that, to be fair. It's crowded out though.
Is that a pen now then?
Nah.
Nah, he's alright. I think, was it Mark Gay who makes the tackle? I think they'll just get in there, don't they? There's about 3 of them who get in there. Let's have a look here. It's Walker actually, I think,
Good
who blocks
challenge.
it.
That De Jong though, who done was it Alonso in the final?
Yeah.
He looked mean, didn't he? Like he
Nah,
looked
it's
like
De
he
Jong.
could be a baddie in a gangster flick, didn't he? Like,
I hated him, De Jong. I hated him when he was at Sir.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it Ben Arthur?
Was it Nigel?
He
Nigel
broke
was it
his.
Nigel
Was it his leg he broke?
Yeah, it might have been both.
Yeah. He
Mightn't it?
did that
Yeah.
horrible. I don't think he was the same player after that.
So wait a minute. Where's De Jong?
He got injured before the tournament.
Right.
So yeah, he didn't. I don't think he even.
Hit the bar.
Oh,
Dumfries.
your boy there, Denzel Dumfries.
He's having a good game.
Oh, is it the top of the bar there?
Who's going to miss it as well? Pickford.
Yeah, Pickford.
He would've missed
What's he doing, right? What? Just ask yourself, what is Jordan Pickford doing here? I don't think he makes that, you know.
I don't think Jordan Pickford knows what he's
I
doing.
think that would have went in. He
Yeah,
would have maybe
and I
touched
think
it
he
in.
does. I don't think he jumps again. He sort of just goes like that, like leans towards it. Go on, Cobby.
Them lot are really playing well with each other now.
Yeah, they
Cobby
are.
and Foden.
Cobby and Foden, yeah, they are. That's what they did against Belgium. Them two really linked up well.
Just keep finding him, so let him do his thing. Look at that little dink over his leg. Take him. Off you go. Come on, someone in there. Someone find a spot. Bounce him. All right. Who else now? But who else? Why are we still walking when that happens though? You bounce and get it back to force them out, so there's some space, and then no one moves.
No.
Now we're back to at the back. Come on, Bellingham. You ran to not even really make a run. Come on, Bellingham. You didn't even run. Why you got your arm out moaning? Nice ball. Oh.
Kane, trying to pick out Bellingham.
Ooh,
Well
England
in
might
there.
get, you know.
Think he's
England
done
might
enough
get
there,
something
Mainu.
from this. They
Saka down his right.
In.
It's a deep cross, probably a little bit too deep. Someone going to be on the end of it.
But England are
Trippier's
looking
got
better,
it.
man. They're looking better. Mainu's really
They've been the better
making it-
team, haven't they,
yeah.
since the equaliser?
Yeah, they're like a counter-attack team, I think. They're a team that
What
will
a
get
ball.
up on the break.
Shoot Phil.
Come on, Phil.
Shoot Phil.
Is that hit the post?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a shot from Foden from about 20 yards out.
Whatever your
He's
man
having
can
a good
do,
game, Phil Foden, you know.
I can also
Yes.
do.
This is Foden's best game for England.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it the post there?
He wants to be like your man, doesn't he?
Oh. So
Nearly,
close.
nearly. Keep going, lad. He's doing well. He's doing well. Him and Mainu.
Yeah.
And Saka doing all right. They're moving it well.
Hit that like button, please, people. Get involved in the chat. England been doing well last sort of 10, 15 minutes.
Bring it down. Take time. Bounce it. Off you go.
Is that only the second time they've gone one down in this tournament? Because it went down.
The last game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And also.
I'm just playing it out from the back here now.
No, we were down 1-0 the other game as well. And we scored in the last second from Bellingham.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Man on! Oh, you can't hear me. Forgot.
Go on.
Go on,
Mainu.
Wide right.
Wrong ball.
Don't blame him.
It's alright. It's a bit difficult to find that wide right man anyway.
Mainu there trying to find Kane?
Yeah, but Kane has stopped running.
He's become like some killer. Just mainly, he's not messing about.
Yeah, he isn't.
He's pulling all the strings. Current MOM, Mainu. Get up, get off then.
Memphis on the floor here. Don't know
Why
what's
can't we
up with
bring
him,
on
to be honest with
Xerxes?
you.
Xerxes, let's see what he's about. Get him off.
I know, man.
Because you'll end up scoring and the price will go up.
Oh, no.
Stay on the bench, lad.
Yeah.
Or get injured.
Yeah, that's it.
We don't need that. We don't
Don't
need any
worry.
more players that get injured. No.
There's a release clause.
Oh, is that? Okay.
We're not going to. What if he gets injured? We're not going to sign him, are we? That Delict, he's got a bit of a record, though, hasn't he, injury-wise?
Yeah.
is it
Are you
though?
worried about that?
Is it though, or is it similar to Martinez?
It's not that bad. It's not great, but he's like, if you just look at the amount of games he's played, he's missed. Like, there's been a couple of seasons where he's missed sort of a chunk of the season, but he's played a lot of football for a 24-year-old. I know he started early, but he has played a lot. There's been seasons where he's played a lot of games as well. So
He seems to have had a
it's
huge
difficult.
reputation for a long time. hasn't
Yeah, well, he's been at Juve, he's been at Bayern. I mean, he's won.
Where was he before? Was it Ajax?
Ajax, yeah, he was a big player at Ajax.
That
When he
man's
was
been to
a
the
captain at
biggest
like
teams
19
in
or
biggest
something.
team in 3 countries.
I
you
know.
know?
Yeah,
and
yes.
now come to the fourth.
Yeah, nah, think about it. For a 24-year-old, it's ridiculous.
How many players can you say that have done that? Played for the biggest team in Germany,
I know. It's ridiculous.
Holland, Italy, and
And then England.
And England?
Not many. None that spring to mind, to be honest with you.
Van Nistelrooy did 3.
Yeah, he did.
Well,
Was it
Real
Real
Madrid,
Madrid?
wasn't
Mind you, I wouldn't say PSV were the
Oh, no,
biggest
probably
team
not,
in Holland, to be fair to him. No, it's quite rare, innit? Especially at that age, to play for those size of clubs. And he's had success there. I mean, obviously, he won the title. Juve won the title. But he's probably not quite done what people thought he was going to do when he left Ajax.
Bayern
But
fans
he's still
don't-
only 24.
Yeah.
Exactly. Very young.
Do you know what I mean? It's and I think it kind of makes sense for everyone. Like, if he's not, they don't really want him. Because I think they're going to get Jonathan Tah, aren't they, Bayern? And they've already got Upamecano. They've got Kim Min-jae.
He had a bad season, though, like Kim Min-jae.
They've signed someone else as well.
They're saying that. Is he really been that bad?
Yeah, well, he was at fault for a couple of the goals, wasn't he?
He
against
got
us.
dropped in the end. I think Eric
Dyer.
Dyer and Upamecano would have sent about pair at one point, and then Delict got back in the team. But there was this thing with Delict where he got injured, then he was fit, but they didn't play him. But that apparently was because they was saving him and making sure he was like 100%.
Yeah.
So he was like available but not available, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
The Bayern Munich fans group have put a post out saying that they don't want to see him go.
Yeah.
That's
which is
a good
which
sign.
Is a good sign. That, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was about to say. That
Thought it
was
a
thunder.
yeah.
It's just gone a little bit quiet. It's took the sting out of the game, that little injury.
That's all right,
Injury from Memphis Depay.
Do you want to know a fact?
Go on.
So do you know how England played Denmark in the group game? Schmeichel and Pickford had played for the same club. Do you know what club it was?
Schmeichel and Pickford.
You what? Sorry, say that again.
Schmeichel and Pickford have played for the same club. Do you know what club it was?
Jordan Pickford,
Yeah. So the two
Peter
keepers
Schmeichel.
have played for the same club.
Peter Schmeichel, and
No, not Peter.
Casper
Oh,
Schmeichel.
Kasper Schmeichel and Pickford. In the Denmark versus England game, they played against each other. Do you know what club they were representing? It's a small English club.
Newcastle.
No.
You walked into that one, kid. Holland on the break here.
Well,
Done, Kobbie Mainoo.
It's
Cut out the pass. That's
Leicester, wasn't it?
fantastic, that.
Darlington.
Darlington.
oh.
Is that the northeast? That
Yes.
Yeah.
is it nice, Ethan? I've never been.
No, I don't think it is really. We've got a massive
Don't know.
stadium there that no one uses.
Yeah, they got a massive stadium and then it got, I think they got relegated, didn't they, or something? Or the owners, signing up with the owners on it. Like they built the stadium and everything from not the best money. And
That's
gone
it.
down.
Really?
Then nobody's even using it now.
Sounds like the South Africa World Cup. And they're just bare great stadiums all over the place.
Honestly, it was a joke that.
Scandalous that as well.
And they were like, there's rugby teams that have got like 10,000 fans given a stadium that holds 90,000.
But what do you think's going to happen to this Saudi Arabia the World Cup when it's over there?
What do you mean?
Like the amount of the size of the stadiums that they're going to need to build.
They won't have it.
Because they don't have like 12 people and he's dog down there.
Yeah.
They'll probably just give all the league teams a stadium each.
Yeah. The thing is, they're not bothered. They've got so much money.
I'm not.
They like, it didn't really matter to them. I think like a lot of.
When there's no money, isn't it?
With them because the grounds are too big for them to maintain.
Yeah.
It was.
They didn't think about it,
because they were so desperate in South Africa to have the World Cup. Because they were meant to have it in 2006 when they bid for it. Oceania was meant to give them their vote and they would have won. But the guy from Oceania, I think he was called, I forget his name, Summit Dempsey. He changed his vote at the last minute to Germany, so Germany got it. He went against what he was meant to do, like the FA had said to him, vote for South Africa, and he didn't.
Well, you can't say that.
Oh, boy. Well, this guy, man, he's finding people for fun. Come on, pop it so you can put that in first. Bang it. Come on, we have to get. This guy is not.
Tell you what, Mainu's on it. Mainu and Foden, to be fair, they're linking up well. It's a good effort, and he's never really going to go in, but he got it on target. It's worth a shout.
He's pulling strings, mate.
Yeah, it's so good to see.
I'm liking what I'm seeing today. It's a lot better. A lot better.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a good game. It's a really good game.
Yeah. Holland looked like inferior and looked like their only chance is really a counter.
But they do look dangerous on that.
That's what I mean. They look dangerous if they get the ball.
They've also hit the bar, haven't they?
Yeah, from a set play. So they can get a goal, for sure. I'm saying they're more likely to get a goal from that kind of ball over the top and then just a mistake or something. It's not easy to just run in behind and put it in behind these boys, though. You have to play some intricate stuff to break down England. They're not coming out to you. They're not bothered.
Taylor Green says Foden and Mainu on a futsal team would be deadly.
Yep. Got Kane all the way up there. Back there, sorry.
Trippier here now.
Nice. Turn out. Lay it for him.
Bellingham been quiet though, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Come on. One more.
Kane with a deep ball.
It's not bad. Oh,
Mainu with an interception. Go on, Mainu.
Shoot your class.
Oh. Well done, Mainu. Keep going, son.
Mainu's an absolute baller.
That's it. Beating it at Nathan Aki as well. That's what I want to see.
Get out of
Done
here,
well there.
Gakpo.
Took it off Gakpo.
Man on. Don't let him get to you.
Oh, not again. Another offside every time.
My son's just said Mainu is different.
He is, isn't he?
Something else, mate.
JF444 says, mate, Cobby is feeling it. Cole to Paxi says, Cobby is cooking.
He better not be coming off either at any time in this
Flat
game.
says, Mainu is firing. Loads of Mainu love, as you'd expect. Jed's dead, baby. Says, England are finally playing like a team. The Dutch look clueless, says David Harrington. Heaven Soul says, Kane is pissing me off, picking up the ball where Rice is. This is what we talked about earlier, about him dropping deep. Ralph Walters says, England much better, but that penalty was a gift.
Yep, true.
I don't think anyone we didn't think it was a penalty, but I'll take it. Kane here now, again, he's inside his own.
What are you doing? You're running the wrong way.
Kane running towards his goal there. He's picked up the ball on the halfway line, ran into his own half. England still got the ball though, with Kyle Walker here.
Guys, we're not winning yet.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Come on.
Penalties is not winning. Let's not try and aim for pens.
This is the thing, man. You can win this game. You go for it.
They have. I mean, to be fair to them, Foden's at the post.
Yeah,
Foden's not like the keeper had one cleared off the line. You know, they've been creating more chances.
That's what I mean. They can win this game. That's exactly what I'm saying.
No, you are. I was
like they can win it, and they should be going for it, because I don't think this Dutch team is all that. To be honest with you, it's okay.
Not the best, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I mean,
they are quite organised defensively at the moment. They're dealing with it quite well, but can they keep dealing with it?
Just got what you got to remember. They've got this secret weapon up the sleeve. The Dutch.
Zexi.
Weghorst. Once he comes on, you want to be at least 2 ahead when he comes on.
Nathan, when you've played professional games, let's see what this happens. This chance, and a decision goes against you that you feel is unjust. Like I imagine the Dutch will with that penalty. How much does that play into your mind? Because I know when I play football, I've not played like a professional game, but I lose my shit if you know, like that's nonsense. It's hard to keep your composure or not let it affect your mood.
Yeah, that's part and parcel of what you have to be, and you have to be professional in that bit where you go, listen, it's gone. We can't do anything about it. We continue doing what we're doing now, and we get another one, boys. That's it. We just got to get another one. Because I do notice when like you coach like 21s. I'm coaching 21s at the moment, and sometimes I've got it out of the players' minds to moan about the ref, and to be when we're losing a game, and then all they're doing is talking about the ref. I say, hey, listen, stop talking about the ref. They're not going to win the game for you or lose the game. You're going to lose the game. So stop talking about the ref. Like, I don't want to ever hear the ref ever again. I never think about him whether his decisions are bad or good. You can say what you're saying about it at the time, but after it's done, like, concentrate on winning the game. Forget that. Because you can console each other after the game, can't you? Go, you know what? That referee was playing for them. Yeah, you're right. And everyone's just all happy. Like, they don't, it's like responsibility's off them. It's all on the ref.
Oh. Trippier crossed it, but the keeper catches it. I think Foden was running in there as well if he could have found him.
Foden's playing Bellingham's role, isn't it, today?
Yeah, you're right.
So, like, and he's having a better game for it.
Yeah.
I think Bellingham's probably doing better than Foden has been doing out on that left, but Trippier's been doing a lot more overlapping on that side.
Yeah,
we're seeing a lot more balls into the box.
No, you're right, 100%. Get involved in the chat in the comments. The Dutch here now. There should be, I don't know how much added time there was that little VAR thing, isn't there? Was
3 minutes?
3 minutes, yeah. They've not been playing any extra time in some of it. I had injury time in some of them. It's been like, that's it, 45 minutes. And last one, that was it. End this nonsense now.
It's true.
Have you seen some of the football? I'm not surprised.
That's
enough of this.
44 minutes is that's enough.
Yeah, the French. Now, round it up. Little time.
Don't worry about
that. What was that in Africa, in African nations?
We called it early. Yeah. 86 minutes and he blew his whistle. Bro, it's like me when I used to ref at the soccer dome. I've had enough of this. I
can't believe it.
Like,
it was so early.
That's the last bus.
Yeah. What? Did we have to come back out or something and play the rest of the game?
Can you imagine that? I've been walking in, got another 4 minutes now. I've just took my shoes off.
Oh, mate.
They did, but I think he blew early again for a second time.
Did the same match?
Yeah.
Sign him up.
The African nations used to be some madness when I used to watch that years ago. There used to be some crazy. It's not as bad now. There's still a few dodgy ones, but there used to be nonsense that used to go on in that competition.
That was the funniest.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Go on.
This is the first game I thoroughly enjoyed.
I think you're right. I think this is definitely the first England game. I thought it's been entertaining. There's been stuff happening, and England have done well.
There's been chances both sides.
There has, hasn't there? Talking about it's Hollanday now, last minute trying to create something.
Have it back. Let's see.
Good tackle, Trippier.
Where was he trying to go though?
I'll happily let the Dutch pass it around and have a 1-1 at the break. I think that's a good half.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's hope we can get some goals though, second half.
To do like a give and go.
Nice. Wrote that down 3 days ago.
Give Van Gogh.
Wait a minute. Bide me time. Wait.
Oh.
Hey up. Oh. No. Oh, he's kept it in there.
Well,
Trying to work something here. The Dutch in the last seconds.
Oh my gosh.
He put too much on it there. Is it Nathan Ake?
Yeah.
He's whipped it in. Nathan Ake's tried to flick it on.
That's it.
But he's just
half
got under the
time
ball.
now, I guess.
Just a little flick, lad.
He's been good Siemens for them, hasn't he? Was it Simons?
I don't know. I don't know what you call it. I thought, when he scored that goal, I thought that was a cracking goal. That when you watch it back, I just think Pickford's had a bit of a stinker there, hasn't he?
Had a
You
mare.
know what I mean? Like, he didn't jump. He just kind of fell towards it.
I noticed that.
Half time, very good after that, I thought, from England. After a bit of a shaky start, Phil Foden and Kobbie Mainoo linking up well. Harry Kane with a debatable penalty, I think it's safe to say. None of us thought it was a penalty, but the referee and VAR did, and that's what matters. Get involved in the chat in the comments. Let us know if you changed anything, what you think. Give us your score predictions now you've seen those 45 minutes. You think it's going to be different in the second half? Are you feeling confident if you're an England fan? Are you feeling confident if you're a Holland fan? Scotty, you're neither. How do you see this game going?
I think this is probably England's best performance, especially in the first half that I've seen so far. And what's been particularly impressive was they've gone 1-0 down and they got a questionable penalty, but they've grew into the game pretty much. I know Holland have had a couple of chances, but I think we've criticised Foden. We did before the game. I think this has been his best performance in an England shirt, bar none. I think he's had 35 caps and he's really pulling strings, and that's because he's playing alongside Mainoo, and Mainoo's God. There you go.
Well, factual there from Mr. Scott. Can't argue any of it. Ethan.
Oh yes.
You must be excited as an England fan.
I've enjoyed it, Trey.
Yeah.
I've sat down with you today, and I wasn't expecting too much, but I've had a thoroughly fun time. The start was poor, but maybe that's what England needed to go. Bloody hell, we need to get out the blocks. We need to attack. We had shots. We've had shots on target. Not just one, numerous shots on target. Decent ones. Foden smacking the post. Verbruggen getting down low, powering a few away. Foden had a bit of a low bending one in the corner, which Verbruggen saved, and Kane had one where Verbruggen punched it away. It's been entertaining, and I think England have been the better team. I know you guys were questioning Jordan Pickford's contributions early on. I was going to be a little bit more defensive. It wasn't right in the corner, you're right, but it had some fizz and it moved around a little bit.
Okay. I just thought he got his hand to it, didn't he? And I thought, I'm always a bit when the keeper gets hand to it like that and it's not that far. He should be doing better. And it was weird because he didn't jump, he just sort of leant towards it. Which made it look even worse, in my opinion. I think I'd expect him to save that, to be honest with you. But I'm impressed with the way England have rallied round. Nath, you keep mentioning him. Your son's mentioning him. Scotty's mentioning him. Kobbie Mainoo. I mean, the link-up play between him and Foden in particular has been good.
It's been tremendous, and he's been the major difference to why England are playing the way they're playing. He's seeing anything that opens up, like we said earlier. Anything that opens up, he's finding men.
Yeah.
He's finding them in the right spots at the right times. He's not dilly-dallying. He's not wasting time. He's getting it to them right on the point, and people are making chances of it. So, for me, he's standing out by miles, man of match so far. And Southgate cannot be taking this guy off this game.
No.
Like, if there's anyone to take off, it better not be any of them two, to be fair. They've been on fire. We've got to change something else. If we change something, that is.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. We've got some stats here. Statman Dave just tweeted about Kobbie Mainoo. 100% tackles won. He's first in the England team for that, or first in the game for that. 100% duels won. 25 passes completed. 2 interceptions. 1 key pass. 1 shot. A joy to watch on the ball, linking up well with Foden. I agree there with Statman Dave. We saw it. I mentioned the Belgian game earlier. I thought that was Phil Foden's best game. And I thought the reason it was his best game for England is because him and Mainoo linked up really well. And I think in that game, I don't think Bellingham played in that game. This game, Bellingham's been moved over to the left hand. And Foden seems to just reveling in that sort of role, linking up.
Because that's his best position. Yeah. And I think Bellingham, for his time at Real Madrid, has been moved around in that sort of midfield. And I don't think he's got the fluidity behind Kane that Foden has in his game. I'm not taking anything away from what Bellingham's got. But, you know, I think Foden's a little bit more cunning and he can sort of find spaces that Bellingham can't, and that's playing to his strengths. And that's what England should have been doing the whole tournament to accommodate Harry Kane. And it's no surprise that Harry Kane, despite not scoring, he scored a penalty, but not scoring from open play in this game, he's having his best game in the tournament, as is Foden, as is Mainu. And that's because players are playing in their right positions. Do you know what I mean? And Bellingham is playing out on the left, might not be his favourite position, but he's having more success there than Foden is. And I've also been impressed by Trippier, who seems to be playing an overlap a lot more with Bellingham.
Yeah. Jan Agerfjordtoft has tweeted, he says, Mainu is England's gegenpress machine. Do you remember the old gegenpress? Ralph Rangnick. Hey, bet he's gutted, isn't he, Rangnick? He never had Mainu. What he had to work with, eh? Just think it could have all been different, Ralph, eh? They should have listened to you. You wouldn't change anything?
No, not at all. I wouldn't. If anything, I might see Luke Shaw coming for Trippier.
Luke Shaw.
Yeah,
I might see that in the second half. But apart from that, I think everything's working.
Yeah, I'd bring one of them 60 minutes with 30 minutes to go. So Shaw has the actual overlap with a ball to put in straight away. That would possibly improve us. It ain't much more than we need to change, but I think if we did do that, that will help. And yeah, that's it really.
They've not really caused as many problems unless it's been counter-attacking, and then that we've dealt with it pretty well. And what's been interesting about England's performance tonight compared to the other ones is that everything's not going through Bukayo Saka, which means that the Dutch don't know what way to defend. So there's going to be opportunities. I mean, I'd love to see chances on goal in this first half compared to the other games that they've had in this tournament, because it seems like there's been a hell of a lot more.
Yeah, a lot more. And keeper should save that, man.
Yeah, I've just watched that again, Eve. I don't think there's a lot on that, you know. He kind of falls when he hits it as well.
I just think the fizz behind it, Jay, might have took him a bit by surprise.
I don't know, I'd have to watch it in real time, because in the replay in slow-mo, it doesn't look great for Jordan Pickford there.
And that's outside the box as well.
Yeah, I think I think he'll probably look at himself and think, you get an answer it, you probably expect to save it. The penalty, none of us thought it was a penalty at the time, or even after watching the replay. I thought that the issue is Kane following through on his shot into the kid.
Yeah, that's what it looks.
It felt a bit 50-50 that to me. Like the kid's put his studs up. Is it Dumfries?
Yes.
Sorry, Denzel Dumfries. And Kane's followed through, so it felt a little bit like they both kicked each other. It's just Kane's got the worst of it because he kicked the studs. Very good penalty, by the way. But as soon as you get called over to that VAR, you know it.
Yeah, I think it might be right.
On this stage,
if you think about it, if you look at that there, if they're both going in to get the ball, and one gets the ball, the other one doesn't, and then you hit the player, then it's a foul, isn't it? Because if he got the ball first, it wouldn't be a foul. It would have been cleared, and it would be no foul.
Yeah.
So it is a foul, isn't it?
Kane did get the ball first, didn't he?
That's what I mean.
And took his shot.
But then he also was coming in on him. It's not like his foot was there and he shot and then hit him. Both feet were coming to get the ball. So whoever wins it first, and if someone gets hurt afterwards, probably is a pen, isn't it?
But he's not. I mean, I don't know the understandings of the rules completely, but he's not impacted what Kane intended to do with the ball.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Like Kane's intended shot went where it was always going to go, whether he hits him or not. Yeah. So he's not in control of the ball when he gets him.
So does that mean then if the player shoots and he's through on goal, keeper comes out and smashes him, it's not a penalty?
Who's playing?
That's a great question. That is a great question.
Well, you see what I mean? I think that's still a pen if you get taken out and you're about to score and you get smashed. Like, it's a foul.
Right.
Because even if I pass to you and you smash me, the keeper smashed me, I'm on the floor, it's a pen.
Yeah.
I don't know. When I saw it, I didn't think it was going to get given.
I didn't either, yeah.
I thought, no. I thought Harry Kane was making the most of it, trying to like shout for the ref and all that. I didn't think he was going to get given it. But as soon as the referee gets called over, Phil Foden here, a couple of chances, one from Kobbie Mainoo, his great through ball, good feet from Phil Foden, and one 25 yards out at the post. Playing well, Phil Foden. This is more like it. And if he's going to start getting going, he's picked the right time. Get going in the semi-final. Get going towards the last stage of the competition. And I agree with what you said, Scotty. I think Bellingham move over to the left. Bellingham's been better on the left than Phil Foden's been on the left.
Yeah, Bellingham seems to understand the role.
Luke Shaw's warming up.
Bellingham's staying on the left. That's the difference. Whereas Foden in the other games has been drifting, which has mean that if Trippier wants to overlap, he's got no one to overlap because Foden's gone missing because it's not his natural position. Bellingham's more sort of these are the instructions. I know what I'll stay here. For me, best England performance of the tournament. They all seem to know what they're doing, and there's some cohesive strategy to what they, more of the same in the first.
It's taking Gareth Southgate 8 years or whatever it's been.
In 6 games.
Six games and 4 tournaments, but he may just have cracked it. We'll have to wait and see. But at the moment, you'd fancy England to go through. The way the two teams are playing, you think England have the upper hand. I know it can change, and it can, one goal or one opportunity or whatever, a set piece, it can all be completely different. But as it stands now, England, you feel like if you carry on another 45 like the 45 we just have, can be in that final. And listen, you worry about Spain when you get to the final. Get there first. Harry McLary says, Mainu and Foden were born to play together. Shane Foden came through during our darkest days. He would be a Red in any other era. I think it's his... I've heard, I don't know if this is true, it's his mum that's the big blue, and actually his dad's a Red, I think. I think that's what the story is. And he became a blue because his mum used to take him to the games and stuff. I think that's the sort of... The noises that I've heard. I'm not 100% sure, but it's a shame, because he could have... And he's the one that they all dine out on in his city. They always go, when you go about it, you never bring players through your academy. Do you know what I mean? We had the class of 92. We've got Kobe Mainoo, we've got Marcus, we've got Scott McTominay.
We've got 100 years.
100 years. And we've got Foden. It's like the one they've always got. Yeah. Because other than him, if you take him out of that, I don't think there's any others that have really played a big part in them winning titles. I know they've had Oscar Bob or Palmer for a while.
But that's not.
But they've not played regularly, where United have always had. And even now, Garnacho, Marcus, Mainoo, all first team players. Even McTominay's there or thereabouts, innit? And when we need a player, you'll turn to someone like a Willie Campbell or whoever. Even Johnny Evans.
Yeah, he come through the youth, didn't he?
Yeah. Know what I mean? I used to count Paul Pogba after we spent 89 million quid on him. I did. Came through the academy. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
It's true. True. Yeah. Came through.
I watched him. I know. I was there. So
Jesse Lingard,
yeah.
Has there been anyone on the Dutch team that's particularly impressed or made you fearful? There doesn't seem to be anyone that stood out.
Not really.
I think they've not really. No, even defensively, this tournament, I think the Dutch have been erratic.
They always are, though. They always
like, because you look at Nathan Ake, you look at Virgil van Dijk, and you look at them for their clubs, and they're pretty reliable, aren't they? They're pretty much 8 out of 10 every game. Like, don't tend to make many mistakes. Nathan Ake, I think, exceeded expectations for me anyway.
Yeah, that's for me.
To City, I didn't think he was that good at ball. I thought he was all right, but he's been very, very reliable for City. Big games as well.
Yeah.
Big games, he's done well. Virgil van Dijk over the last sort of 6 or 7 years has been one of the best defenders in the Premier League. There's no disputing that. But I watched the Dutch a few times this competition, and you think sometimes they look a little bit like they've just started playing together this morning defensively. Yeah. And I think we've seen signs of it here where England have had a bit of joy. Yeah. That Phil Foden one that was cleared off the line or stopped on the line. The chances, I think Saka got in there as well where he was running with the ball, and they just seem a little bit...
They're getting in too easy. Yeah.
Mainoo when he charged, when he was
they seem a little bit...
They're giving Mainoo lots of space.
Yeah,
and then we're taking advantage of that.
C. Jones says Mainoo is absolutely amazing. That's just pure facts. David Harrington says Mainoo going to cook next season with Ugarte next to him. Vinny Duram says Spain would be happy. I mean, I think Spain will be the favourites anyway, regardless whichever team gets through for this game. Yeah. It's Spain's competition really to lose. Leaf Holbrook, says Mainoo is just elite. Kijel Matra says Mainoo is fucking amazing. Divankya Gautam says not a penalty. I mean, the penalty one will be debated for years to come unless Holland win, in which case no one will really care anymore because it'll just be a complete irrelevance. We saw Luke Shaw warming up. Ethan, you were speaking about Kieran Trippier earlier on.
Yes.
I think he's done all right this game. I think he's played well. Would you be tempted to take him off? I mean, he's not a young man. He's not in the context of footballers. Do you think he might need a breather, or do you think you can stick with him?
I wouldn't change anything, Jay. It's been a good half. I mean, we've been crying out in other games when we've been terrible for Southgate to make a change, and he hasn't. So I don't know why you'd suddenly start doing it when his team's played well for once. There's nothing needed to change at all. Trippier's done his job fine. The only problem, I think, is when you again have an inverted fullback. When you eventually get down that left side and he's put a ball in, It's not been the best on his left foot. There was a couple of chances he had, or he drags it back onto his right, and the move kind of dies a little bit, and you have to play it and you have to recycle it again. It goes back to Manu, then maybe a walk on the right side, or Saka give it another go. So sometimes they can slow it down a little bit, but I don't think it's worthy of axing him early on. I think it's been a good team performance. They've went 1-0 down, they've bounced back. There's a bit of a resilience now growing with this team, where they went 1-0 down to Slovakia, bounced back and won. They went 1-0 down to Switzerland, they bounced back and they won. So I think keep it the same.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I agree. Apart from like you just said there, but it's the Shaw, the only one that looks like a sensible move to make. Put Shaw in, and he's coming on. There he is.
Luke Shaw looks like Luke Shaw is coming on. I presume that is for Kieran Trippier. I've not seen the confirmed yet, but it would make a lot of sense. Also, I think it's Weghorst on. Marlon off, Weghorst on, I think, is what everyone's saying. So the Dutch have made a couple of a change, and so have England.
Yeah, it is Trippier off.
Trippier off for Luke Shaw, and Weghorst on for Marlon.
Yeah, the goal king is on.
Yeah, now you're up against it, boys. Hey, seriously, mate.
It's mad how players can turn up for the country, but
I know. Weghorst is their go-to guy, and his record, you can't fault it. Even I was watching the game the other day, and even when he doesn't score, he's a handful, and he creates chances and brings others in around him.
He ups the intensity.
Yeah.
Come on.
He was just at United. He's kind of like, he obviously wasn't that guy, was it? But he served the purpose, didn't he? Played like 31 games for us, didn't he?
He did all right. To be fair, he had,
especially in that cup run.
Yeah, performances without the goals.
It's just the goals, man, in the Premier League especially. I remember that last game was at Fulham at home.
Oh
where
my
the ball
gosh.
came across, and it's like the last Premier League game. You think just get your goal, and he missed from like 5 yards. Like,
he scored one though, didn't he?
No,
he scored.
Not in the league.
Not in the league. Sorry, scored against Real Betis
and not in the Forest or something. Yeah,
that one where the one at Old Trafford.
He was so happy.
Longest knee slide you've ever seen.
Mate, he did like 4 celebrations. It's like me and you scoring for United. He celebrated. I wouldn't mind. It was the 4th goal in a 4-1 win in the second leg of the.
How would you celebrate if you scored at Old Trafford for United? What would be your move?
Yeah, I think I'd do what Weghorst did. I do like a Diogo Dalot. You do like 8 celebrations in one. So it's like that, then it's that, then it's that, then it's a bit of that, then it's kissing the bags, then it's finding me mates. Do you know what I mean? I'd be getting all my celebrations out there. Do you know what I mean? What did you do when you scored against United?
Yeah, I didn't even realise I scored. So I scored a header.
For you because you?
No, it's weird because the corner come in.
Yeah.
And I made the run towards the front post and I headed it and I span around, and I ended up falling and going. And the goal's there. Yeah. And I've gone, oh, I've scored. So I was walking off like,
really?
It's on YouTube. It's crazy. I was just like, what's going on? Yeah, it was a big, I've seen like looking back now at the players who were playing, it's just funny. Seeing Scholesy.
Weghorst has put himself about there, have a little foul on John Stones straight away.
That's what you do.
Hey, have a bit of that.
I'm here, that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Who else was there?
What's your missus saying?
She's not said anything yet. My missus is obsessed with Weghorst, so she'll be buzzing.
Has he got yellow for that?
I don't think he did. I'm not sure. I think he just got a telling off.
This is going to penalty.
Dutch getting aggressive, says
like
DJ.
This is going to penalty.
Cheap.
I hope not. I think we're going to have some more about the game. We'll make some subs as well and have a bit more about it. Ooh.
That's where you start getting worried though. When it gets to 60, 70, it's like, what subs are you making?
Yeah, that's true.
Are you going to make any?
Like, he's got it right today. I've criticised Gareth Scout, but he's got it right today.
No, I think it's worked. 100%.
It's working.
I think the goal's not tactical. I think.
But has it
the one
worked?
Conceded, sorry.
We scored from a penalty that maybe wasn't a penalty.
I think we had.
But they've had enough chances, you know what I mean?
And the chance that they had, 25-yard shot.
And that shouldn't be a goal either. No. To be fair, it should be 0-0.
And we're playing against a far better calibre of opponent than we have previously.
Maybe it should be 0-0.
I'm not an XG guy, but I presume that England's XG is far higher than the Dutch.
I mean, I think from this performance, we'd all agree that we wouldn't mind Southgate at Old Trafford.
Obviously, you know 10 Hag out.
I was about to say,
no.
Are you mad? Are you crazy?
Right, bro. England could win this 5-0 in the final 10-0.
Don't care.
You're not having that.
Never.
Hey. I don't believe he looked at it like, what?
Is he off his head?
Oh my gosh! I don't want to ever hear that ever
No,
again.
I'm
You know when you
sarcastic.
No.
them things that you hear though, when you hear that on you know when you hear it and you think, please no, please.
I refuse to believe it.
I hope not. And it was the same for me with Ten Hag going. Like, I was like, please don't. Be
You know when it
getting
was
rid of
like
him.
people saying, "Oh, he's mates with Dan Ashworth," and
Yeah, and he's
I'm like,
probably going to get the
no,
job. It's
no.
lined up for him and all of that. I'm like,
I
oh.
can't believe it. Like genuinely, I can't believe that that United would employ Gareth Southgate as a manager.
It was a
I just
nonsense
can't.
story because it was just the press going, right, United getting Dan Ashworth, Ten Hag looks like he's out of a job, what links can we make?
Yeah.
It's not like
They
Dan
know each other. They
Dan
work together at
Ashworth,
England.
He's not going to phone up the reporters and said, yeah, my first move's going to be to get,
No.
you know, it's
And
not,
also,
it's not happened.
Dan Ashworth got the job because he knows what he's doing. Like, he's not going to think Gareth Southgate is that guy.
And you have to read the room because
Yeah,
that would be a
no,
horrendous
you'd
appointment.
lose-
Like with the fam, to get as a PR move, it would be
Yeah.
Oh,
horrendous.
nice move. Who's in there though?
Oh, that's a ball that as well. There was no one there. Foden just couldn't quite get there. Saka down the right hand side. That's a poor ball, that. Oh, Luke Shaw's give away a foul there. Just inside the Dutch half.
Luke Shaw's a beast, man.
Yeah.
Doesn't often get beat, to be fair.
Get involved in the chat in the comments. Hit that like button.
To give a bit more credit to Southgate, if I may,
Yeah, by all means.
What else have you noticed?
I'm glad he's stuck with this new shape because it's a bit ballsy to change your formation mid-tournament, I feel. And obviously he really believed in this 4-3-3. He stuck with it, and then he changed it up. And he stuck with the changed up one, and I'm quite happy about that because it looks like it's coming to fruition a little bit.
Yeah, well, there was a little bit of an improvement last game, and then there's a bit more improvement this game. So,
Makes sense.
I guess it's all right.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
still want to see some end product. I want to see goals for all of this, though.
no,
It's
I
been
do.
better, but I still want to see some goals. I want to see 3-1. I want to see something to say, yeah, we can be free scoring as well. I mean, you can always get chances, but clear chances that, you know, just like proper chances to score goals. Like, what do you think? The Foden one, I guess that was a really
There's
good one
two
because that is
Fodens,
off the
wasn't
line,
there?
isn't it?
Foden,
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean, that
Foden,
one's
yeah,
like
yeah.
one from far, which you don't really say, oh my gosh, he should have scored that.
Yeah.
The other one, you're looking at, okay, he's got through, so that could easily have been a goal. So you say that, okay, could have had one.
No, he's off.
Offside.
Ball off.
Come on then. Let's move it.
Yeah, come on, man. Hit that like button, please, people.
I think when Bakehorse plays for them, he feels comfortable.
Yeah.
And he just knows that whatever he does, it's a job for the team. And
Yeah.
then just to have that little bit more confidence about him, he probably thinks, I'm going to score.
Yeah.
And then he does score because of that. And at United, I think it was a bit too much for him. I think he just, when he got in front of goal, he just felt, I ain't going to ever score, man.
Yeah.
I ain't never going to score. And even when it was on a plate for him, he took long and then
there
didn't
was
score.
a couple of times when he had really good opportunities, really good chances. Especially, I think it was against Everton. I think in the Premier League.
Oh,
was there,
man.
where there was one.
Oh, yeah. That Everton game,
Yeah.
was it away?
There
Was
was,
it? Oh,
I thought
I don't remember, but
there
it's
was,
just-
I think it was. I might be getting misremembering, but there was one Old Trafford where he had a lot of chances.
Yeah.
and it just wasn't happening for him, and you just think,
Last ditch
Yeah.
tackles and blocking it and
Yeah.
stuff. You're like, what's going on here?
and it got a little bit like the players were just trying to give
Yeah.
him a goal, like everyone was passing to him, and he got a bit stupid at times.
Oh, that's good, Foden. Intent to get him beyond. Let's go. See, when you telegraph all these passes, that's why people don't realise how good Martinez is at the back.
Yeah.
He doesn't telegraph anything. He waits for the people to press, and then it'll be like, it's like he's going to go out to the left, and then he just goes, nope, straight through the middle. Now
He's
you're
going down
through.
here now, Luke Shaw.
Oh, get off the floor, lad.
Oh yeah.
I love Martinez, man.
He's class in it.
I love watching him. Just passing from the back, I love watching that. Just that from the back.
Yeah.
It's tremendous. He knows how to move a team. If you look at them all, when we go one way, they all start coming and pressing. And once we go over there, look how slowly we make it move. They're all going to get ready to press as soon as he goes over. And we still put it there. We still pass it there. So then they can press. Let's go.
Oh dear.
Kane lost it there. And now Holland are on the counter. Well done, Cobby. Still got it though.
Hey!
Yes! That'll do.
Reindeers.
C. Joe James John says basically Manu versus Netherlands. A full name Huggy says Manu.
It's a bit biased, this channel, isn't it?
Very. In fact, not biased, it's honest.
Well, your lot can't get on the pitch, so I'd keep your mouth shut.
Oh, well, Trippier's gone off now.
Yeah.
And Gordon comes on, we'll start cheering for him.
We've got our 2 Man United boys on.
Bellingham now.
Can't, surely not. Surely, I was about to say, no way to get out of that.
Ethan, does it annoy you
Wow.
that Gordon's not played a lot?
It has, and it very much earlier in the tournament.
Where do you see him playing? Like,
Well,
That's a push.
Who would you take? Like, who would you take off if you could?
Well, prior to this game, I was shouting for Foden to go out the team and Gordon to come in, add a little bit more width, because, like I said, too many number 10s, Bellingham, Foden, Kane, all in the same spaces. But so far this game, whatever's the slight
sloppy
tweaks
ball
been,
from
I've enjoyed
Saka.
Foden.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to get back to what we was doing first half.
This has been a bit of a script, hasn't it, through the tournament, second
Yeah,
half
I
syndrome
just-
with England.
Took our foot off the pedal a little bit.
It's like they almost need to go one down
Yeah,
to start doing anything.
We just need to try and engineer a bit of a shot from range, just to get everyone going again and get that feeling back. Just that we can go for it.
Bit of a jolt.
Yes.
Manu scores the winner, man.
Oh, imagine.
Not
Imagine.
a whipper as well.
Oh, Luke Shaw
Like
scores
that.
an own goal.
No, don't want that.
Oof. Do you know how you were speaking about Xerxes prior to the game not being in the team, and if you were a little bit worried that he's not even getting in the starting 11, is he good enough? Well, I think it's Van der Kraan, are you aware, the sports writer in Telegraph of the Netherlands. He was saying that many Dutch people really want Xerxes in the starting 11 ahead of the likes of Depay and that, so I think he's quite a popular figure still.
Yeah, I think like we're saying, it's just basically Koeman, innit? Like there's a lot of people out there that, for example, would have Cole Palmer in the England team, or whatever, and you're not going to say that he must be rubbish if he's getting kept out. I know it's different levels in England, but you get my point. So I don't think you look too much into it. Also, Xerxes, his record is at club level he's not mad prolific. He scores goals, but he's not like he's a 1 in 2 player. He's more 1 in 3, innit?
Yeah.
So if you've got like,
which isn't bad though.
Not bad,
Italian
yeah,
football
yeah,
for that age as well. But for a team like Bologna, you have to take all that. Into
he's done all right, but he's not like you go, oh, he's got to be starting or whatever.
I might have a Serie A writer on for us actually next week.
Oh, that's good.
Alright, let's wait.
Kyle Walker here going down this right hand side. Having to go back.
Telegraph.
Yeah.
Go on, Kane, get back up there.
We are going back into a familiar pattern, aren't we?
Yep.
See, now he's in that position, he's not going to be up front. And it was a bad ball anyway. That's why you need Trent to curl it around the whole defence and put it right on a
It's been 15 minutes of nothing. This.
Yeah, it has been
thing is though, Here's another thing. Trent, the amount of balls he puts in for Liverpool, there's loads of balls. It's like he spams the box.
Go on.
With really good crosses. But like that's not the way England would play, would they? They're not going to spam the box, are they? Like, every time you get it, just cross it from there, put it in. But that's what he does with Liverpool.
I quite like that phrase, spam the box. It's like you've got someone just sending loads of emails. I quite like it.
Yeah, that's just gone a little bit flat.
What's your favourite England song, Jay?
My favourite England song?
Yeah.
It's got to be World in Motion.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Even with the John Barnes bit.
When
I was a kid, I like that, yeah. What's yours?
Oh, God Save the King.
Oh my God.
Or Scotland Get Battered Everywhere They Go. It's between them two.
Oh, right, okay.
Don't shoot, please.
Oh, Harry Kane, man.
Do you remember Black Grapes?
Yeah, England's Irish.
England's Irish.
Yeah.
And Eat My Goal, remember that one?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was all right. That was all right. I Eat My Goal, yeah.
I think my favourite international song is got to be the France's recent one, like when they won the World Cup. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Dembele. That's crazy. They tried to do it for this one, but I think too many of their players are not playing anymore. So
Yeah.
it didn't work really well.
I think that's it for Didier Deschamps. He's been there longer than Southgate.
I think he's staying, isn't he?
Is he staying? Yeah.
I think so.
He's like, what's he got? Won the World Cup, got to a final.
Yeah, he's done a lot.
I think if he wants to stay, he can't really grumble too much. Because they've only never obviously won the World Cup once in their history, so getting to 2 finals on your watch isn't too shabby.
No. What about the World Cup songs? I liked that Shakira one from, was it South Africa?
Yeah.
Was it South Africa?
In
not
Brazil?
Waka Waka, it's the no, Brazil. Was it in Brazil?
Yeah, I think so.
No, South
yes.
Africa.
No, not
There's
that,
another
not
one.
Waka Waka.
There's
The
another
other
one.
one.
It
I'll
was,
find it, Nathan.
Oh, don't! I'm gonna get it.
What's it called?
All right, okay.
That was a song, and they had some guys singing with her.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm sure it was South Africa.
That was Feel it. What is it? Was it?
Oh, right. I remember this song in South
Take me
Africa.
higher. What is it called now?
Oh, there was one when I was over there.
Africa.
It's time for Africa. Is that Shakira?
Is that it? Is that the same song?
No, that's 2010.
Forever Young, isn't it? Or Forever something? Or
There's another one called La 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 that she
Ooh.
wrote, I think, in
What, for the
2014
World
World Cup.
Who's she shagging?
remember
You only
the
get to do a World Cup song once.
You what?
You can't do 2 World Cup songs.
I struggle
it
to remember
called?
who's done them, to be honest with you. I remember.
Oh, Wave the Flag.
Wave the Flag. That's the
Pitbull
one.
saying, yeah.
Thank you.
Oh,
Colin.
yeah, someone in there,
Your
Jake
flag. That's the
Roden
one.
said it in the chat as well.
Wave your flag. That's the
Yeah.
one. That's a track. I gotta say that was a good one.
Yeah, loads of people now saying waving the flag. Yeah,
That's my favourite one.
Some saying it isn't Shakira.
It is
I don't-
Shakira,
it
isn't
is.
it?
I
With
think
that
yeah.
guy.
No, that one's not.
Oh,
That
is it
one's
not?
Was it not?
Shakira. No.
Oh.
Oh, that's just the guy then.
Yeah, that's just a bloke. Yeah.
Jesus Christ! I'm glad we cleared that up. Hey.
Is that his stage name?
Yeah, but I remember FIFA in it. They brought a FIFA version for the World Cup or whatever cup it was. If it was the World Cup or Euros, I think it was the World Cup, that one. Where was that then? Was that Brazil?
That was Brazil.
Yeah, that was it.
The lad's called Kane. I can't pronounce it.
Oh,
It's
Kane. Yeah, he's a rapper.
Oh, there
Is
you
it?
go.
Yeah, I've seen him live actually.
Are you?
Yeah.
Bloody hell, why'd you go watch him?
He was supporting Damien Marley at the academy. His first album's really good.
Oh.
Yeah, he's one of my favourite artists actually. If you think
Is he
about it,
really?
'cause I love that song so much.
Yeah.
This game's gone proper flat.
Yeah, it's turned back to the same old. Come on, let's change it up now.
Come on, man.
We're not going to change it up, by the way. We're going
No.
straight to pens. We're going to die on our sword. Straight in the pens. No more chances this whole game. Hope not, but
So it's just trying to play it out now. In their half.
look like Dutch need to change something as well because they ain't about to score anything. They look like they ain't got no chances up their sleeve.
Wasn't it some last minute tomfoolery that beat the Turkish though? Wasn't it like late goals?
I think so.
Let's have a look. Yeah, I think you're right. I can't remember. I watched that game as well, but
There's too much pace everywhere, lad. Touch it down, yeah, play it on the line.
I heard. Waka
2 goals in the in 70 minute and 76 minute.
They were losing 1-0.
Yeah, to turn it around.
So they've got it in them.
Yeah, 100%.
So did Shakira make 2 songs then? Waka
Sorry.
Waka and something
I
else?
don't know. Let's have a look. Yeah.
I know there's Waka Waka. I didn't really like that one
It's
that much.
this time for Africa.
This time for
I
that
remember
was
that.
good,
Yeah.
Is that what Waka Waka means?
I don't know, no idea.
So,
I think it's just sounds quite good, doesn't it?
yeah.
I know.
Sorry, Scott.
I'm sure she did 2 songs.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm sure there's another,
yeah.
the Euros or the next World Cup or something after that she did.
Is there a song for the Euros? Has there been like a tune?
Yeah,
I'm sure there were 2 different songs.
it's class. It's got that little
What now?
jingle in. The one.
It's got that little jingle in. What reference is that?
Well, the one in the last
Sing it.
Euros, it's something like "We are the legends." Da, 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 da. The
That sounds
song's-
like Alan Partridge.
Yeah, it is. but the one in 2020 was U2.
He gets everywhere.
He
doesn't
does, doesn't he?
There's only
he
one
does.
song then, I guess.
Bono.
There's only Waka Waka.
I don't think. Did Ireland get to that tournament?
No.
Which one?
Well,
Sorry.
I don't, if you don't
No.
get.
Oh my days!
What,
What a
we missed
long
that.
foot on
Cross into the bottom.
the what's his name?
Was it Ake?
No, Van Dijk.
Dumfries. You're trying to
Van
say.
Dijk. Was it Van Dijk?
It's not like he got his toe on it. Big foot.
Saved there
Could
from.
have caught that though. He doesn't half make a meal of it.
Yeah, he's got a touch of the Joe Arts about him, man.
Remember, like Grob lad.
Yeah, Aaron Ramsdale does it as well, where he makes like a simple save
Stop
look
trying to get on the
spectacular.
back page, man.
Like,
But that's where you don't want them to just get them kind of chances and score.
Dumfries heads it over from the corner.
He looks like an angry man, that Dumfries.
He's still fuming about that penalty.
He's played well apart from that.
I know.
Where's he at?
Yeah, he could easy catch that.
Yeah,
easy catch
Inter.
that.
Is he still at Inter?
I think so.
Yeah.
He's at Inter, wasn't he?
Dumfries.
Because we were going to sign him last year, weren't we?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
linked
were.
with him.
Oh, the pie's gone off.
Yeah, he got injured.
Still got his headband on.
Yeah.
Did you ever wear any sort of accessories, Nathan? Gloves? You were a
Yeah,
gloves man?
gloves
Did
all
you?
day long.
What, in August?
Gloves all day long.
That's-
Nah, not in August. Nah, as soon as it got anywhere near cold,
Really?
gloves all day. I can't be playing without gloves.
Can you play with a hat on?
No, not allowed to play with anything around your neck, nothing on your hat. You remember the snoods come out, and everyone was wearing them.
I remember Tevez was good. That was a big one. I remember Tevez having
Yeah,
quite an image with that. And
We used to start playing with them, but then it got the new rules came. Come on.
What about, did you get down with the
Soft lap.
Vicks Vapor
But we'll have it.
Yeah,
stuff?
I used to have Vicks sometimes as well.
That was fashioned
You
by
used to have to put it on
Vieira,
your nipple.
Vieira,
though.
wasn't it?
No, because you know your nipple. Like sometimes the tops would rub
Oh,
your nipple.
yeah, that's
and
like
it'd
when you
be
do
hurting
runners.
so much, so you had to put some on your nipple.
Anybody,
Just to make sure it didn't
yeah.
rip
Anybody
and
who's
burn.
tuning in now, this isn't Nathan Ellington's OnlyFans.
Yeah. What's going on here?
It used to burn.
Just get a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Nah, it used to put Vaseline. You had to use.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would burn you so much.
Yeah, joggers' nipples is a killer, man, isn't it? It
It's a
really
killer.
is.
And the one thing I did very silly when I was young, I used to obviously, so you know, like when it gets really cold, your feet get frozen. So I used to have the deep heat, and I used to rub it all on my feet. So then it kind of felt like tingly. So it never really got to the frozen stage. It was always like cold, but not frozen where you couldn't feel your feet.
Yeah.
So that was perfect. And then one day I said at halftime, hey, let me just put some on the top of my legs.
Whoa.
I was like, oh no, I'm finished. And I was running around everywhere just in pain. I was like, I'm never ever doing that again. What the hell did I do that for? No way do you put them up there, ever. Don't put deep heat up there ever again. Yeah, some silly things that you do. This is looking 50-50 again.
Oh, ball.
He's not got long arms, you know. He's a little bit Onana-esque, you know. He's got no arms.
Could have caught that.
Let's have a look at this here. Deep cross.
T-Rex.
Oh, just catch it. You don't need to do that.
He could catch that.
I think he misjudged it though. He got under it, didn't
Yeah.
he? So he just panicked.
I think if he did try and catch it, he could have fell.
You're getting too many crosses into the box, though.
Another corner for Holland.
I do like him in terms of his kicking and stuff, but I think his shot stopping is not the greatest. I like his passing on the floor and all that, but his shot stopping is not the greatest. But deserves to play. His confidence really shines through.
There's some big lads in there.
Yeah, I was just seeing Van Dijk and Kyle Walker tussling there.
Oh my gosh!
They're winning every one. I know it was a foul, but they're winning every single one, the Dutch.
We've got to be careful, you know, for the rest of the game. Any set plays, they're massive.
There's a foul on Weghorst on Declan Rice. I mean, he's blatantly got his arm around his neck there. You can't moan about that. It's definitely a foul.
Yeah, move that ball quicker. Half a second, he would have lost that. Yeah, they don't mind Manu having it that deep.
Yeah.
England have passed almost double.
What's happening though is the wrong kind of runners are running him beyond. This is what we're saying. We're keeping him on because he needs to stay on. But who really should be making them kind of runs? Someone fast. Someone who's going to get on the end of that, stand his man up and take him on a score.
Yeah.
And Ollie Watkins can do that kind of run. Gordon can do that kind of run. But we're going to keep these boys on.
That's the thing. It's going to be a big name, whoever is subs. And
That's what I mean.
Foden's had a quiet second half.
Yeah.
I think everybody has really, but it's got to be. It's a big call which sub he makes.
He's got to make a sub now. Like, this is it.
Oof.
This is time to go and win.
Jesus Christ, Rice.
That's proper poo.
His decision making's poor, you know, Declan Rice. He does that a lot.
What's your favourite Dutch thing?
Can't say that on the show.
Yeah.
Pancakes.
Yeah.
I like a Dutch.
Yeah, that's good.
Pancake House in Manchester in town. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was old school.
I have no idea. Anything Dutch, I don't know.
Stroop waffles are my favourite.
Oh, you love a stroopwafel, you don't
yes. Oh yeah.
You had them on your sloppy joes.
Oh yes. Windmills as well. I'm a fan.
You love windmills.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I like pre-season
Pre-season.
in Netherlands.
Yeah.
We went back there so many times.
Yeah.
About 4 times we went back there and played Dutch.
It's a beautiful place, though. The canals
Yeah,
and
it
stuff.
is. It's nice.
Yeah, and all the bike lanes.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
many bike lanes.
It's got a good Legoland.
And bikes without brakes. You have to ride backwards to brake, don't you? There's no things on it at all.
Really?
You have to ride backwards to make it stop.
Harry, who's that getting butts?
You went to Holland and went to Legoland.
Oh yes. Well, it was part of the school trip. I also went to a place where they made cheese.
Bellingham's been butts.
Dutch,
No, I don't think so.
They made
Gouda.
yes,
What's
cheese
what's
and
it-
clogs. The same
Cheese
place.
and clogs.
Yeah, same
Not a
place.
big fan of a clog.
He's kicked his knee.
Man, it's a bit of a
He's
weird
got-
one, that.
Weghorst. Don't put Weghorst in there and put the ball in at his head. He might just score.
This game's gone a little bit flat. Holland playing it about, trying to work an opening.
They're looking more like scoring now than us.
Hey!
Oh.
He's got a calm head, mate. Who doesn't he? I'd flip.
Just love him, man.
I don't know. Ethan, he probably stood up and realised the size of him next to him.
Whoa.
I'll do it. Let my feet do the
That's
talking.
true.
We need to move it, boys. A bit quicker.
Do you know what wasn't talked about enough? That moment in the Slovakia game where they just rolled the ball back from that free kick and then he scored from the halfway line. That could have killed the whole tournament for us. Wasn't that mad?
Oh yeah. Man on, pop. Now we get it, and let's move through the lines. Come on. Nothing open there now. Got to go back the other way, but we've got to be quick about it, otherwise it doesn't happen.
It just doesn't make sense, because I understand if Holland had come out and they came out like a completely different team and that would make England, come back into the shell, I'd understand it. But there's been such a drop-off from what the first half performance is when we're singing their praises.
Mo Saka is finished. No longer there anymore.
And then, like, this is just...
Yeah.
What's happened? Like,
Is it the Trippier?
It's over. No.
No, it's not. That's what I mean. That, like, there's no obvious reason as to why that's happened.
Someone just said in the chat though.
The urgency came after the goal.
After the goal, like,
now it's back to 0-0
yeah.
for them. They're just playing the same way as they would done.
Yeah,
that's what it is, probably. What did he say in the chat?
Someone said about the Trippier. Grumpy Git says Trippier was more penetrating than Shaw.
He was. Oh, look at this.
Oh.
Yeah, but
Get in!
Great tackle that.
Well
How's
done.
that?
Great.
Well
tackle.
done, Kyle Walker.
Get rid of it, Pickford.
What are you doing?
Oh, what a ball. What a ping.
Go on, Jude. Keep that in, lad.
Oh, come on, lad.
Paul. He had to get there then, and he did.
He always gets there.
Yeah.
That's why I'd play him at centre back and let Trent come on at the right, or even put Trippier on the right.
Yeah.
It's not a
He's
problem.
gone now, Trips.
I know. I'm saying, but he could have been that guy who can put balls in the box.
In
Really
was
put
it
any
in
ball
18?
Yeah.
He did that, didn't he?
Yeah. It was good.
He had like Trippier's wing back and
Was he still good as a right back for Newcastle? He's been.
He's
for the
getting a lot of
last year.
action down the right. Is it the left-hand side?
yeah, Cody Gakpo's getting on the ball a bit more.
They're just getting too much movement now, and once we relax, we will be susceptible to a goal. We do not need this team putting a ball in and scoring. I'd rather England got to the final than these boys, that's for sure. I don't want to see these boys. I want to see England get there and may the best team win.
Nah, let's just shithouse it. One more shot on target, and then a win's a win, isn't it?
Penalties
Again. There you go.
Class penalties.
Everyone's buzzing.
Best part of football.
Yeah.
We're definitely not done in 15 minutes.
The way that everyone's going on about after those penalties, man. You think we'd won it? Like, everyone was buzzing, weren't they? Like, oh, we've scored all the penalties. Redemption and all.
Yeah.
Like, redemption.
Yes, look how good we are.
Yeah.
We won on pens. But we can't think we can go and do it again. This is my thing. We can't go, you guys, all of you guys that just scored last time, get yourselves on.
Yeah.
Right, penalty time. Like, it's not just going to work like that.
I wonder what's been the most teams, what run of teams have won penalties in an international tournament. Has anyone ever got to the final where they've had to win a number of games?
Right, okay, yeah.
Won all of them on pen.
Like Greece was all scrappy games, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I think, was it France's first goal from open play yesterday?
Well, that's poor, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's so poor. From a team that good,
Yeah.
with that good players up front,
You know,
to only get one goal.
and it's something like there's record as well. Like, if you do get to this final, you know, you say Spain are favourites. I think it's 22 finals in a row. Like, obviously not domestic, that either international or club teams from Spain have won.
Wow.
The last 22.
Really?
Yeah.
Oof.
Like, they've not lost a final in 22 games. Because like Spain have won like 3 finals, haven't they, in the last whatever.
In all the different European.
Yeah, in Europa,
even
in the
Europa
Champions
against
League.
us, yeah.
We lost to Villarreal, didn't we?
Yeah.
Liverpool lost to Sevilla.
Yeah.
Liverpool lost to Real Madrid.
Real Madrid won it just
Real
recently.
Madrid won it.
Hadn't like
Like the only times I think, if you look at someone just hit it into the ground there, Xavi Simons. If you look at the Atletico Madrid have lost 2 Champions League finals, but they lost them to Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like Spanish teams just in a final for some reason.
Do you think what nation? I think Brazil.
Juju.
Brazil's probably going to win the answer, but maybe second place. Which country has created like the greatest players as an overall? Would you say
Brazil.
Brazil
Overall.
Anybody who in Europe? Would you say?
In Europe's
Gotta be
created the
Spain,
greatest
isn't it?
players.
Probably Spain, isn't it then?
Yeah,
like the most amount of good players.
Yeah.
You got
Italy have won the most World Cups, haven't they?
Yeah.
Italy?
Italy have.
Yeah.
How's that?
Well,
Yeah, it was all. They were known for defensively back in the day.
Ollie Watkins is coming on. I think he'll take Mainoo off.
Please take off Kane.
Oh, Palmer's coming off. I think he'll bring. I think he'll take
Saka's coming
Take
off.
Kane off.
Saka and Mainoo. I think he'll take off.
Yeah.
I think you should take Kane off.
Watkins,
Take Kane off.
Number 9.
Taking Kane off. He's not done enough to stay on.
I don't think he'll.
It's only
do
a
that,
pen. Come off, Kane.
Did he come off because he was injured the other day? Is that what?
Yeah, yeah. It was like he had that little accident, didn't he? Almost where he's. Hey, Bellingham now.
If
England
Kane can get a
counter.
goal now, he stays on. Kane, this is your chance. Right, you're off.
Maybe Foden's had a quiet second half, though. You know.
I think
Everyone
he has.
has,
Yeah, I
hasn't
think
it?
they've all just. I don't know whether they've run out of steam a little bit or what. It's just. You're right. It has been quiet, and it was a shame because that first half.
Who's saying he's coming off?
Everyone's saying Saka.
Foden and Saka? I don't know, you know. Is Mainoo going to come off? Mainoo's going to come off. It's an easy choice. Play! Oh! Yes! Yes! Is it offside?
No! Is it offside?
Is it?
Offside, right.
Don't you dare! Don't you dare!
He looked offside.
Yeah.
Who was offside?
I think the ball, whoever crossed it in. I think when
Is
they
it?
received, when they received.
Oh, that's nice football. That.
Yeah, I think this is offside.
Oh, yeah, he's off.
He is. He
He's
is.
off,
He
yeah.
is. The Walker.
No, that's good.
That's what I've been saying we need to do all
That's
the time.
annoying,
man.
that.
Get him
Don't
beyond,
like
cut
that.
back, finish.
Offside.
That's heartbreaking.
Is he coming off, Saka?
No, don't.
Oh, no. Don't tell me he's taking Saka off.
I
Is he
think
really going
according
to
to the
take off
chat, it's
best player
Foden
Mainoo?
and Harry Kane.
Yes, Harry
Foden
Kane
looks
off.
knackered to me.
Yeah.
He looks like he's run out of steam in
No,
his
that's
second half.
right. If Kane comes off, I'm so happy that he's made the right decision. Ollie Watkins, get yourself on. Harry Kane, get off. Yes.
Big decision, no?
No, that's fair.
No,
because
no,
he's
yeah,
not
yeah,
played
yeah.
well for so long. I know he scored, but it's only a pen. But it just means he's made the right decision. That's all I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not upset. I don't like. It's
Well,
not I don't like Kane.
you said before the game that's what will happen.
Big
isn't it?
decisions
Big
needed, isn't it?
We're on,
I
8
like-
minutes,
I
we're on
like-
10 minutes to
yeah.
go as well, so it's not like there's any time left.
I like Cole Palmer though. Like he's just
yeah.
he can play anywhere, can't
yeah,
he?
class,
He's,
innit?
he's you know
Cole Palmer is
I'm
mid.
liking Ollie Watkins.
he's the player in the Premier League. If I could sign anyone for United, it'd be
Sign him.
Yeah,
The red as well,
I
innit?
know, yeah.
It's mad that, innit? It's
Messed up there, lads.
That makes sense, boys. Makes sense. You put on the good players. Some good players here. That can make a difference. They can. Go on, Bellingham. Go, go. You should have went. Turn out. Back it up. Angles again early. Come on. Play it. Just play it. Like, it's no time to waste. Not trying to go extra time at penalties. Or are you? Bop it. Can we move it, please? They're not coming out to you.
feels like they're sort of edging just towards this thing of like,
We want pens.
yeah, extra time.
Oh,
Do
it's
you know what I mean? Like, not
penalties.
truly going for it, like almost sort of settling.
Just enough education.
Yeah, like,
just enough to perform.
like, yeah. We need to be going for this.
Oh, that would have been nice, wouldn't it?
It would have. That'd have been, almost there, but such is life. Yeah.
Would have been lovely. But we know it's going penalties. There's a run.
Run over the
No,
top.
Don't play him, no. Pop. Wide. Come on. Options. Back you go. If we move it around quickly, yeah. How are you going to play him a bouncy ball in there like that? Expect him to get hold of it with the man
isn't
right
even
up his
a
arse.
good- This isn't even a good Dutch team, man.
They're not.
No, it's
You know
not.
what I mean?
You're right.
We've actually not scored yet. Still. We still haven't scored. Nor have they, really.
No, it's not. You're right. Look at like their best players, and they're all right, but they're very erratic.
Their best players are defenders.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Like attack-wise, I know you were talking earlier about Memphis Depay being like, you know, almost their top scorer, but
How?
I think a lot of that is
He's probably banged 9 against
stat padding
Azerbaijan
type
or
thing.
whatever,
Do you know what I mean? It's like
playing against
in
Ivory Coast
those
and
big
bagging.
games. It's like
Not Ivory Coast, I'm talking about
Lukaku's record for
Qatar.
Belgium is unreal.
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous. But then in so many big games, he hasn't turned up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's why they've never been to a final. Like, there's been semi-finals and quarter-finals where, they're in here.
Triangles.
They're in
my
here.
Days. If he finds him.
They're in.
Oh.
Weghorst, no. He's claiming a handball.
Uh-oh.
No, I don't
When
think.
it
I
goes
think
to
he knows.
VAR?
I think he knows that. It doesn't feel
Is he
like
just
a real.
saying it's handball?
It doesn't feel like a real appeal. That. Let's have a
I
look.
can't see it. I can't see.
Oh, he does, you know.
Fuck off.
No, no way.
Let's have a look here now.
No.
No, that's not handball. No chance.
Gets barged over.
Yeah.
Like the first one, it was never a penalty.
Oh.
That was even less.
Yeah.
Much less. That's 0% chance.
You could tell because Weghorst goes mad like all the time, and he didn't feel like he was going like. He was like.
Yeah,
That was
I'm not
He
gonna
wasn't
get,
like.
I'm not gonna get this.
Yeah, like he would have gone.
I'm a
ape shit.
dramatic.
Oh,
Yeah.
it touched a bit of his hand. There.
Yeah. Oh.
As I threw him to the floor, some of it hits his hand. As I grabbed him in a headlock and threw him head first into the deck.
That's what we want to see. Stretch
Oh,
the
he
play.
slips at the right. Oh.
Stretch the play though. Just keep making them runs, and that ball gets a bit longer, and you're in. Then you get a chance to shoot next time. These guys are starting to play football a bit more
Was that
now.
a foul then by Shaw? Who was it? Or was it Bellingham?
Oof.
Okay, he pulled him back.
Oh, it's ours.
Oh, I thought it was there. Sorry.
Yeah, because he pulled him back.
Right.
Come on. Let's move it. Come on. There we go, futsal master. Let's go. No.
Oh, is that Kobe? That's poor.
Is he going to get yellow now for that?
Probably, yeah.
Overlapper. Put him in.
No.
Free kick.
Oh, that's poor.
And Mainu gets the yellow.
Is it Gakpo? He said he's the leading goal scorer.
No, it's Olmo.
Joint leading.
Gakpo?
Danny Olmo's got 4.
Has he got 4? Because they've not updated it before.
Oh,
It said 3.
He said 3 on the UEFA thing.
Oh, I was maybe reading something else. Not too sure.
We'll go to the UEFA official.
Was that Mainu?
I've made a little graphic for us that says Olmo's got
Saka.
4, so I hope it's right.
I think he's given
I
Saka.
think he's chosen the wrong black guy.
No, he's Saka's
is it 'cause
committed
he's the one who took this foul?
This foul, yeah. I think he's let him off.
Alright.
Mainu.
Let him off.
Yeah, they've got Olmo on 3.
Oh, some
They've
website.
got Gakpo on, and he must have updated it because Harry Kane's on 3. So this is the UEFA one. What's that?
Oh, it's must
Sports.
be rubbish sports.
I'm on the UEFA.com one.
That's probably more reliable than me.
I mean, I don't know.
I think
Probably.
so.
I've been
It's
I've been
probably
sold down a river
Possibly.
here, haven't I?
Oh, it's probably more than sportstar.com.
Sportstar.com. You know, they've also got George Best at number 4. No, I don't know.
What's
This is
them
what they're
guys
saying
doing on the floor?
They've changed it. That's annoying. I've got a graphic down the bottom that says race there. It's on now. That almost the leading scorer because I've been sold down a river here.
Oh.
So I'll remove that. That's a shame.
Sticks you up then. What are they called?
Let's see what
Sports
happens.
star.
Sports
It's
star.
such an easy thing to get right, for God's sake. How have we got that wrong?
It's an OG, wasn't it? That they did. That they must have put.
Did-
the OG.
Because last night, I think they originally gave it as an OG, then they gave it to him. So I
I'll
don't know
let
if they've
them off then.
revised it, or I don't know if like
It's got to be going on target, innit? I don't think it was.
It's not great for me. That's what matters here.
I think he's unlucky there. I thought it was. I thought it was going to go in the bottom corner. You know, he's on about when Kunde stuck his
Yeah,
foot
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's touch and go.
Yeah,
'Cause
you're
I
right.
think it probably was going to go in. I felt a bit sorry for Kunde. Mbappe was poor yesterday as well.
Yeah. I can't believe he's the way he's playing.
I know, he just
way
doesn't
better
seem
than that.
right, yeah. Go back to that World Cup final, man, he was unreal.
Hold on. Keep it going. Keep it going.
Right, come on, let's work an opening. Now's the time to get a goal.
1-2s. Who's on for 1-2? Come on. Inside. What? Is that a ball for something?
Oh,
sure.
Oh, that is.
Still there! Yes, do it!
Kill Palmer! Oh, Palmer. Got under it.
Shame he hit that first time,
Oh, that was a
Put your
cool
money on him
Palmer.
hitting the target from there, but he spooned it over. Let's have a look.
He could have hit that first time.
He took a couple of touches on it and then made it worse. Oh, it's well wide. It's an actually really bad shot.
More like hot and flustered Palmer there than cold Palmer, eh?
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
See, a little bit more to our game though. Look at all this different stuff.
Come on, England. For fuck's sake. We don't want another hour of this.
No, I want me dinner.
It looks like
What you having, Ethan?
No, I've not had any yet.
What are you going to have, though?
Well, I don't know actually. I did have a. You've been intrigued to know I had a chicken pie today, but it wasn't really a pie. It was a more crummy pastry.
Oh, was
Like
it?
a chicken
Coffee
pasta?
lab. It was nice though. I had a little.
We'll have
coffee
that.
Was it
And
sold as a pie?
It was sold as a pie, and I had an onion bhaji. Which
Oh,
was
did you?
But it was a 9 out of 10 club review. I don't really
right.
like
I
them.
thought you went to some mad hybrid place.
Oh no,
They
I'm,
like
I'm
chicken-
not off my head,
No.
as you know.
Mm.
Uh,
What won?
Well, the pie, the bhaji.
Mm.
Oh, definitely the pie. Like I said, I'm not a bhaji man. It was the bhaji can be quite oily, I think. It's just-
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of how greasy it can be.
Oh no, not at all.
Might get a curry afterwards, though.
Oh, I'd happily have one. Do you want to go for a curry after this, Scotty?
I'll go for a curry with you, Ethan, any day of the week.
Oh, that's lovely. I'll let Manisha know she's up for the week.
Is she? Yeah.
She'll-
Oh, is she?
She'll wait at home.
But we can bring her with us.
Well, we can.
I wasn't.
guess.
What are you
Can't
laughing at? I wasn't being suggested.
No, I didn't say you
Oh.
were. I'm laughing at him because he's like, yeah, we can, but
I don't want to.
yeah. bit
That's
of,
good
bit
that
of
she's
the,
up
you
for
know,
the
the
week.
lad's time. It's lad's time, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
Oh, you gotta play the ball, man. You see him making the run and beyond. Just plug it in.
Come on now.
Here we go. Here we go.
Play him.
Here we go. Here we go.
I'll have a bit of that.
Bang!
He called it. Ollie Watkins has done it.
Yes!
In the 90th minute, Ollie Watkins.
That's what we're talking about.
Could have just sent
Bring
England
him on.
to the Euros final.
And he
What a
saved us
strike.
an extra half an hour.
Wow.
Get in.
Love it.
Oh,
We
yes.
spoke about Southgate
Ollie.
taking a gamble, and he took one
Ollie.
that looks like it's worked.
Oh,
That was a finish. That
Yes.
oh yes.
Yeah. When he turned to shoot that, I was thinking, play Manu in.
Who was it that set him up, Saka?
I thought it was Palmer on it.
Oh, Southgate's a genius. Some brilliant substitutions, and he's turned this game on its head.
That's
yet
what I'm
again.
talking about.
Oh, wow. What a man.
That's what you do, Ollie. That's why I want to see you on the field.
Let's have a look at
'Cause
this.
that's what you got.
What a ball.
Because
Lovely
here I'm saying,
angle,
Manu,
bang!
Manu. No, he scored. To be
Hey.
fair with him.
Scotty, the curry house is on the cards.
That is sick. That is what
Yes.
you see him doing in training on Instagram as well.
Yeah.
He does that all day long, and that's not by accident.
No.
Touch, bang. Sorry,
2 minutes as well. 2 minutes of added time.
that's what he does.
And there's 1 minute left. Ollie Watkins, it looks like he's just sent England through to the Euros final.
That's what you do, Ollie. Oh, I love that. Ollie.
Do you know what, as well? Like Southgate, because Tony came on the other day, didn't he?
Yeah.
Played well. But he's got,
I
nah.
think he's
It's
coming on
Ollie's
now. isn't he?
time.
Is he coming on now? Who's 14?
I don't know, not sure. Simon's get butts during the celebration. Oh,
Hey, we get to see him finally.
Yeah, 22 seconds, son. Go on,
Yes, we get
go
to
on,
see 10
win
minutes,
us-
10
get us
seconds
into
of
the Euros final.
Well, this
What
is
a
good.
mad substitution.
He's hardly prolific, is he, Silverfied?
Who are them two?
Hey,
coming?
Well, that's why, because he only gets 20 seconds a game.
Saka's coming off.
Go on, Saka. Off you go, lad. Let's
We do live
go.
after.
You can do. Got to do a little review.
Yeah, can do.
That's what we're talking
Oh.
about.
Got to do a little review for Paddock. Me and you can just do that then, and then we'll do one for us.
Yeah. Well, like a live thing, yeah.
Yeah, we'll do like a little live review for Paddock, and then we'll do another one for us afterwards if you want, if that's okay.
Yeah, so.
May as well get it in. What was that substitution then? I lost it. You know, Kobe Manu! Take a bow, son. Is he coming off?
Baller. Baller alert. that
Maybe off
kind
the
of
Gallagher.
football is deserving of winning games. That's what I want to see. If we play like this and put that kind of players on, I'm happy for us to win it.
Mainu's had a great game, by the way. Hubert Sustack says, Jay, super excited for the 10 years for you. Keep it up and enjoy some Diet Coke. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for that as well, my friend. I appreciate it. I mean, Koeman there just off his fucking head, to be honest with you. Bringing on Broby and Xerxes when the game's over.
It's over. It's finished. Ref. It was 2 minutes. It's 3 now. All right, there's another 2 for the subs. And then we get this done. We better not be conceding a goal from here. Just get that keep going.
Oh,
Put him in. Put Ollie in. Put Ollie in. Put Ollie in. Oh, my days. Put Ollie in. Well done, Gallagher.
Gareth Southgate, man. Fucking hell. Yes. Hey.
The best team
second
won.
successive Euros final. Who'd have
The
thunk
best
it?
team wins, though. The best teams won
you know
this
what
one.
I mean? 100%.
Go on, Ollie. Press him. Win it. Come on, ref. Blow. Actually, don't blow. Let's go, let's go. Ah, put that in behind
Liam
you.
Matic says, I'm so sad England won. They cheated, surely. It's not quite over yet. Is there a
Let's
twist in the tail?
Take your time,
the
relax.
Dutch might have one more chance here. Gakpo with the ball in.
Not going to happen, boys.
Wout Weghorst heads it across. And I think he's headed it straight
Right,
to Jude
put it in
Bellingham.
beyond.
Keep going, lad.
Put it in behind.
Bellingham's just going to run it into the channel now.
Oh, dink it over and go. It's over, ref, man.
They've
Come
celebrated that like it was a goal. The England bench there, they were all giving Jude Bellingham a round of applause when he.
Oh, that's a penalty.
Is it a
foul?
penalty? Yeah, a penalty on the halfway line now.
That's it, lads. Yes.
Got to be it. Got to be it.
It's the finals, boys. It's the finals.
I think it is. Yes,
It's
it
the
is.
finals.
England are through to the Euros final, beating the Netherlands 2-1. I mean, fair play to him. Listen, we've all given England and Gareth Southgate a lot of stick during this tournament, but today was probably, well, it was the best England performance we've seen so far.
100%.
And I thought it was good value for the win, Nath. I think the
100%.
the right team won it.
Look, he's made the right decisions today, and he made the right subs. We were talking about wanting the right players to come off, and he actually brought the ones we were talking about off, and they the ones who actually made the difference for us to win that game in the end. So he's kept it tight. We were the better team overall. First half definitely much better, flattened out a little bit, made the changes, and those changes made the difference. He's done very well today. You can't fault him for any of the moves he's made, any of the subs. Very happy with him.
Yeah, no, I think credit where it's due. We've, you know, like you say, we've criticised him, and I think he has deserved criticism because it's not been great, has it? But today was much better. After that ropey start, Scott, England sort of started to get into the game more, and we saw some great link-up play in that first half in particular, didn't we, between Foden and Mainu?
Yeah, that was really encouraging, and I think we agree that when Foden was moved into a position that he prefers in the middle, everybody benefited, and that was the click. That's what Southgate's been reluctant to do, or hasn't worked out that he needed to do. That was to play Bellingham on the left. That way you unlock Trippier to be able to play better. Foden plays better, Mainu plays better, and so does Harry Kane.
Yeah.
And it paid up dividends today because everything's been going through Saka into Kane, so predictable. Gets boring to watch because everyone knows how to defend that week in, week out, and throughout the tournament. Today it's just been Gareth Southgate has got everything right from the beginning. It got flat in the second half. Football matches aren't always going to be at this level, you know, consistent performance. Got flat, made the subs, big calls as well to take off, you know, Kane. Was it Kane and Foden that was a double substitution?
Yeah.
Took him off, and then paid it with Ollie Watkins getting his goal.
Well, it was Palmer, wasn't it? The two subs, Palmer and Watkins
Palmer and
combining, yeah,
Watkins.
so he's great shout out,
And the thing is, this is the Dutch team was the hardest team that we've faced so far. It's not a great Holland team, but over the course of 90 minutes, They didn't do much. It was it was a goal that went in because
the keeper
Pickford should have done better.
Yeah.
That's why.
That's
But
it,
overall, England deserve to be in the Euros final, and we've criticised beforehand, but maybe Gareth Southgate's saving something till the end, and his magic in his waistcoat pocket.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we know it's going to be extremely difficult against Spain. Talking earlier on, Spanish sides have won 22 of the last finals they've been in, whether that's a European final or an international final. They don't tend to lose final, Spanish teams, whether that's Spain or Barcelona or Real Madrid. We are going to go and we are going to do a quick live, a post-match review. Does this link take everyone to it, Eve?
It'll take us straight there, Jay.
Right, so stick around. I'm going to go and do a live review of this game for like a little 10-minute review. If you can stick around there. Are we all doing it, yeah?
Oh, yes.
All right, then. I'll wrap this up and then stick around. We're going to go into the live review. So that's been Dave Scott. That's been Nathan Ellington. That's been Ethan James. I've been Jay Marty. A big thank you as well to Surfshark sponsoring this podcast. Go and check out the link in the description. And thanks for watching.